goes to the shooter.
Yeah, looks like he's going to jack up, like I was saying.
Yeah, a little bit tougher to
he
protect the 3 ball like that.
Yeah, he wants to just stop the cue right there, just so he can't see the 3. You know, so if somehow Scott does leave him a bank and he shoots a bank, then you know he's gonna leave him the 3 ball if he shoots at a bank. Well, he elected to try to put him in the stack, but he didn't really leave him a shot here. But he like I said, he wanted to protect that 3 ball.
It would have been much better if he'd have been buried into the 1 ball there.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I'm guessing he's going to roll off this 3 and maybe go to the back rail or go to the upper right-hand corner pocket, but we'll see what he does.
Yeah, I do know this, Chris, and Dennis's style, when he gets the balls fanned around his hole, he loves going up table and he loves freezing in between in the corner.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you put him up in that right-hand corner pocket, I mean, he's in. Well, I guess he could just come off the 8, but you never know. Some may wind up leaving him a straight back or something.
Yeah, I know that Dennis's strategy in a lot of situations when the rack is to his advantage is to get him up, leave the cue ball up table so it's harder to defend.
Yeah, especially when you're playing on a tighter pocket table like this. When you leave a guy, especially if you get fortunate and freeze him on the back rail, then he can't use draw, and then the guy's really in a jam. But it looks like he's just playing it to the back rail. Oh, okay. Yeah, he removed the. I like that shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah, he's clear. He's moving the balls over. Scott's gonna probably try to freeze him on this 1 ball. I don't know if he left him a bank.
I think he did.
Yeah, I thought maybe the 6 was touching. It looks like a kiss shot to me, really, because he can't elevate to put draw on it. I think if he didn't have the 8 ball there, you could draw, you could make it, but seeing that he's elevated over the 8, he can't use draw, so he can't get out of the kiss.
And in this situation, they are playing. If you move 2 balls, it's a foul. So here, Dennis is going to be bridging over a ball.
Yeah.
If he moves 2 balls, then it is a foul. They are playing 3 foul. Pretty standard 1 pocket rules here.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I guess if he's shooting it, it's not a kiss. It feels like it looks like a kiss. It's really close to me. He's gonna cross it. I guess we'll see. Oh, he is. Oh, he got just enough where he could put draw on it to get out of the kiss.
There's something he doesn't like, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't care too much about this shot. It's like you're taking a chance to get 1, and I mean, you really can't get any more if he makes it. But
do you see anything else better?
Really nothing. I mean,
pretty much.
Even if he makes the shot, he should only get 1. I don't think he can get position. Yeah, he can't get position on anything if he makes it. We'll see. Can't really tell how much of an angle he has. Oh, okay. He didn't really play to make it. That was how he got out of the kiss. He overcut it. That was a good shot.
Yeah, it makes it really tough for Scott to play off the 8.
It's a little bit of a jam. I mean, I think you can just roll. You're going to see him roll forward with the 8.
Yeah, just come down.
I'd like to get fortunate and stick him on the back rail, but. Yeah, it's so important to get the guy in the back rail. And when you get a guy in the back rail, then you kill his option to draw the ball. You know, makes it a lot tougher. It's not easy to do, obviously, but when it happens. I don't think he can see that 13 ball. He'd like to do something with a 13, maybe 2 rail it, but I can't really tell how much of the ball he can see.
I think he
looks like the 13's got a path where it would go.
He
could get lucky and it would come in between the 9 and 10 and go towards his pocket, and he could leave the cue ball in the center over here protecting the 1. That's what he's looking to do. He wants to protect the 1 here. He doesn't want to let him see the 1.
That's exactly what he did.
Yeah. Yeah, it had a pass if you'd cut it a little bit more. Now, he left Scott a shot on it too. This is no easy shot.
Yeah, I don't know if we see him.
He may have to take a chance and shoot it though, because he's not. I'm guessing if he shoots the 2-ball here, the cue ball will probably come into the 15 and then off the 15 into the 10 and 6. He could get fortunate and break them up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only reason I think we'll see him not shoot the ball is just because he's going to have to get really fortunate.
To get another shot,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, because
like if it was guaranteed that you get another shot, then for sure you may consider it. But
yeah, I don't think he's guaranteed to get another shot if he pockets the 2. So I think we'll see him, do something else here.
Yeah, he could just roll the 2 real soft. Try to leave it by the side pocket on his side. That's probably the only safe shot that I see.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't look like Scott broke these balls.
Yeah. Well, you saw what happened. He almost scratched. He hit it a little too full.
You're watching On the Rail TV. I hope you're all enjoying this match. Scott Frost versus Dennis Orcollo for $200,000, race to 41 pocket, live from the Karen Room in Beloit, Wisconsin. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors for this match: Aramis Billiard Balls, Simonis Cloth, Divany Cues, QB Custom Cues, Omega, the Alpha of Billiards, NationalBilliardAcademy.com, Outsville.com, and Fast Action Q.
Ahead in the match, maybe he would go ahead and shoot this 2, but you don't want to get off to a bad start. But it looks like he is shooting it.
Yeah.
No, he isn't. Oh, okay. Oh, I left him a bank. Well, you for sure going to see Dennis shooting this. He's going to play to drift the cue ball up and get position on the 8, and it should be a free shot even if he misses it, because the 10 and 6 don't go in Scott's pocket. Can't really see how much of an angle he has. I don't know if he can force the cue ball up there. Or...
I think he's pretty dead even with it. So I think getting the cue ball up on the 8 is not a problem from here.
Yeah, he'd probably like to just float right into the 5 ball and stop the cue ball right there.
Yeah, and if he pockets this ball and gets on the 8, it's wow.
Oh, okay.
Like to get on the 1.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't have to.
Angle.
Yeah, you can't really tell from our vantage point the exact angle. Look, I thought he had a little bit more of an angle. He had to cut it. If I could see from his view, I could probably tell more.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, this is
kind of
disaster here.
This is laying kind of funny. I mean, shooting with a bridge. He's gonna try to force the cue ball in between the 3 and 13. I'm sure he'll probably do it, but. A lot of funny things could happen. If he just touches any part of any of these balls, it's going to mess everything up. If he draws it into the 3, probably won't get another shot. He's got to make sure he comes right through the path.
Yeah, where do you think he's going to try to go?
I think he's going to try to cue ball's going to come off the rail in between the 3 and 13. But it's kind of a touchy shot, because if you just clip the 3, then it messes everything up.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what he's going to do.
I don't see.
It's either that or he's going to try to get on the 6 or the 7 with
That's what I was kind of thinking he might do, but anything. He doesn't have a whole lot of angle here. He's using the bridge.
And we'll see if he's putting draw on it. That means he's going my way.
Yeah.
Other way he's going. Well, what you were saying.
Yeah, he's bridging way up. He's putting draw. He's taking your shot. He's trying to get back on the 3.
Yeah, I think he can float in between there, but it's not easy. Especially with a bridge. If you were using a bridge, it'd be easier, but you just got to snap it back with a little bit of English. Yeah.
And that was the issue that you're talking about. You
get
the 3 or either one of those balls, and
I guarantee you, if he didn't have a bridge, he would have executed it probably.
Right.
The bridge, and he's.
Well, he had to jack the bridge up too. He had to spin it over.
When you got the bridge, and you're about 4'8",
Yeah. I tell you what, all the Filipinos use the bridge well, though.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
unbelievable.
Well, Scott's got to feel pretty fortunate there.
Yeah, I mean, you lose the game from there if you're Scott.
Yeah.
If he, I bet Dennis wishes he would have had a little bit of angle on that.
Yeah, I
bait.
mean that was probably the worst spot he could have got in.
Right.
If he gets straight in on the 1, he could draw it right back, and he gets on the 3. If he gets more of an angle, it's easy to
Play
fall on
over
the 6.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. He fell right in the worst spot.
I'll tell you one thing: when Scott gets to shoot here next, he wants to do something with that 10 and 6 because they both go in Dennis's pocket and they don't go in his. That's like the worst scenario you could have. I'm guessing we'll see Scott do something with the 10-6 if he's got the opportunity next shot, but we'll see.
Was Dennis going to foul here?
Wow, he scratched.
Wow. Uncharacteristic.
Let's see what he played.
Dennis did not have his cue ball on a string there, Chris. That's
No. I'll tell you, it's no cakewalk to get a lot of balls from here. I don't know if he's going to play the 13 and draw into the 11 to get on the 5. I don't know. He's got a few.
I like that. To draw. I don't know if that's the 5 ball. That's the. I think it's the 7.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. The 5 ball.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It's the 4 ball. I'm sorry. It's the pink 4.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what we're going to see him do. Draw into the 11 ball and play for the 4, and then he can fall on the 9.
Yeah.
Punch back over for the 2. You know, right in between them and miss the ball. Wow.
Yeah.
Scott's just not comfortable right now. You can tell it.
Yeah, he's just getting off to a little bit of a bad start.
He jumped up out of his shoes there, so we'll see.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not easy to get going right in the beginning of a match.
I don't think he's really settled in yet. He still has the adrenaline running through his.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sometimes it takes people a little bit of time.
He did the same thing like this against Efren. He got down 2-0 to Efren.
Yeah, I've been there before.
And then he ended up winning the day 10-6. But it really is. It's tough to settle down.
Yeah, all it takes is sometimes you get one pretty good layout. You run 6 or 7 balls, then you start feeling good. That's all it takes. I mean, he didn't have nothing real easy there. It would have been hard to get a lot of balls from there.
But I mean, if he makes the opener, I mean, it's not.
Yeah, he could have got like 4. He could have probably got if he looked like he was playing to fall on the 9 and then play the 2.
Right.
Then maybe if he makes a 2, he would have got some kind of bank. I don't know what he's gonna. It's like he's going back and forth to get on the 11, maybe. Can't tell.
So Scott extremely fortunate to even get back to the table after the mishap last.
Yeah, he's got that.
See.
I'm pretty sure the 6 passes and the 10. The 10's pretty close. I don't know if the 10 passes.
I'm positive the 6 goes.
He'd actually probably like to shoot the 1-7 combination. Maybe after this, or the 6. He's probably going to play for either shot. Maybe the combination or the 6.
I think he played for the combo, like you said.
Because then you're going to open the whole rack up. Now the 1 ball, after he makes his combination, the 1 should probably touch the 6 a little and probably break everything open. Yeah, I look to see him shoot to play the 1-7 combination, maybe then the 8.
Yeah, and then try to maybe bump into the 5 to.
Yeah, he wants to play this. He wants to play the combination, and he wants to play position on the 8, leave him an angle to fall on the 10 or the 6 in the next shot. The 10, 6, or the 1.
Okay.
I think the 1. I think you're going to see the 1 touch the 6 and then float back to the back rail here after he makes this. Okay, it did, but it came right back there. Yeah.
This is easy pickings from here for Dennis.
Yeah. He doesn't owe 1,
no,
right?
he had 2 when he fouled, so.
Exactly. Oh, okay.
He has 5. He only needs 3 balls.
Yeah.
He's gonna just fall on the 5 ball here with a little bit of angle and come back up for the 10.
Yeah, it's the 1.
The 1 ball down there.
Yeah.
It's a 6. Keep an angle on the 1 and go right back up for the 10 ball. Might as well mark this one on the scoreboard, Chris.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like that was 2-0. Yeah, well, Scott started off with a bad break this game, and then he missed that ball and hand shot. Yeah, that was a shot that cost him the game right here.
There he goes. So let's see if Scott can get settled down here a little bit. And,
yeah, I'm sure he
find his
will.
rhythm.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Yeah, race to 40. It's
Yeah.
but that's
Sure.
the thing. You play a race to 10 or something. It's just who comes out of the gate, and maybe who wins the first rack that isn't their serve. But on this, we're going to see a lot of back and forth, and a race to 40 is going to tell you who the better player is.
Yeah, definitely. See where Dennis breaks from. I think Scott broke from off the rail, right? The last game.
Yeah, he was. Dennis, I've been watching Dennis practice. He's been a little bit off the rail.
Seems like you got to fool around and find the right spot for their break on certain tables. Certain tables break good off the rail.
Usually when the cloth is newer, though, you want to be more in the middle.
Yeah, I know one thing. Usually when I'm breaking bad, I usually look where my opponent's breaking and try to go from the same spot if they're hitting it pretty good.
Yeah, and this is one of Scott's biggest strengths is reversing the break. I think he does it better than anybody in the world.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Yeah.
And so that's.
I made a nice shot there.
I got really unfortunate.
Didn't really get anything out of it. He actually got in a little bit of a jam here.
Yeah, he's in a trap here.
Yeah, you can't even see the 9. Yeah.
Tough break.
Oh, it looks like he's gonna go rail first and try to slide the cue. He's looking at kicking at the one ball and like floating the cue ball off the rail, thinking that he doesn't leave him a combination.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna see him jam.
It looked like he may do it. He's looking for a ticky shot. He's gonna clip the 9 and then the cue ball's gonna clip the 14 like a ticky. Like there. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's not what he wanted though.
It's not really good, but
he's giving up the 2 ball.
He has given him the 2, but I can't see where the cue ball's going. If he's gonna, he may leave him.
He's trying to get cover behind the 15. So we'll see.
I don't know. That 5-6 looks like it's pretty dead. I don't know if he's gonna play the cue ball into the 11 here. If he misses this, he could leave him a shot. But you may see Dennis shooting this because he knows if all the balls are sitting in front of his pocket, he knows if he makes this ball, he's gonna win the game. Not the easiest shot. Yeah, he's looking to slide the cue ball into the 11 and then the cue ball go off the 11 and hit the 5 and not leave him a shot. Look at you. Made it. You get a little unfortunate to get jacked up on the stack here. He's got a combination, but I can't see the kind of angle he has. Looks like it's laying.
I think he
looks like it's laying a little bit funny. I don't know.
Just shoot the 4 ball straight in the hole.
Okay. Yeah. He just doesn't want to bump the 7 and not leave himself a shot.
Yeah, maybe come back into the 9.
He'd like to come into of course, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's exactly what you
it
said.
worked out though. He's got a combination here.
Looks like the balls may have wired up to his hole, the 10 ball too. Once he clears them, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe a
I
little,
think you mean the 611. The 611 looks like it's laying pretty good too.
Yeah, it's another one here. If he makes this shot,
Yeah.
we're going to see Dennis take a 3-0 lead, I believe.
You may see him. Yeah, he's probably gonna make this. He's gonna get on the 7 ball. Or he's looking right now to see if that ball's dead that I said. I can't really see from this angle. I'm sure he would know. It's got to be real close if he's looking at it.
If it is, he's out.
Yeah.
If that ball's dead. I mean, if not,
he's probably gonna play this combination, then play positioning for the 1, the 7.
Well, if it doesn't go, it looks like the 5 may go. He can play the 5 and then the 9.
Yeah, the way he's looking, it looks like he has to throw it a little bit. The way he keeps looking at it, he just wants to make sure which side of it he has to hit. Yeah, sometimes if it's not dead, you got to hit it a little bit to the right side, or it depends how it's lined up.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're Scott, you don't mind getting a chance here because there's a lot of things that could go wrong here if he overthrows the ball because he's playing shape to run out. So
yeah.
I think he's just going to shoot the 5 ball if it goes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
even see that the 5 went. I didn't even think the 5 went. It's hard to tell from
so now
where I'm at. Now he may play. I don't know if he's probably not going to bump the 14. He's probably going to play around, go around the 7 inside English. I'm guessing after he makes the 7, he's got an angle to fall on the 1 maybe. You're going to go 2 rails and try to get on the 1. You just got to make sure he doesn't run into the 13 ball. It's probably about the only bad thing that could happen. If he goes 2 rails and comes right into the 13 full.
Yeah, and he does have to worry about the 3 ball a little bit on the way out.
He's gonna cue ball should probably on the long rail. The cue ball's probably gonna hit the first diamond on the long rail when he spins this 2 rail. It looks like he's gonna spin it 2 rails or. It's gonna. Oh, okay. He elected to take that route.
He went up above.
Yeah, that was even better because then he got a 13 and then the 1.
Yeah, so he only needs 2 here. That's.
Yeah, there's 8 on the table. Does Scott have one?
No.
I think he needs 1 then. There's 3, 6, there's 8 on the table, so it means he should have 7 if he's got all the balls.
Looks like Dennis has 6. Oh yeah, Scott does have 1. I couldn't see it because he has the 8 ball.
So he he does need 2. Looks like the only way to get on this 1 ball though is if you get straight in because it's too close to the side pocket. Because he's going to make the 13 and then try to shoot the combination for the last shot. Or he's going to shoot it now. That was a nice shot.
Yep, so that's that.
Yeah, that's that game.
So Dennis with a 3-0 lead. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, those
out.
3 games went real quick.
Yes. Like I said, the first game took 50 minutes, and now all of a sudden.
Yeah, you can't leave too much error with this guy. When you leave this guy
30 minutes later, and we've played 2 racks since then. So
yeah,
that's what I said.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Scott, I'd be hoping I'd have a game where all the balls get up table. Sometimes when all the balls get up table, you make a couple of good shots, you start feeling a little better, slow the other guy down. But yeah, I mean, you never know if the game's going to go like that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's just that it all depends on how the game goes.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's Scott's advantage to get the balls up table.
Yeah, I like it better though. Especially, I'm saying though, if I'm down 3-0, I feel like I'm not playing that good. If all the balls get up table, then sort of like it's not as much stress, and maybe you start to feel a little better.
Well, yeah, I mean, anytime you're playing a shooter like Dennis and the balls are in play, I mean, everything has to be absolutely
like when all the balls get up table, it seems like you're safety after safety. Sometimes the guy gets out of stroke a little bit. But I mean, you got to play the game. I mean, you can't plan on doing that. I mean, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So he's going to kick this 9 out and go up table. He left him a shot on the 1, but on this table, this is no easy shot. Let's see what he does here. He could float the 1. I'll tell you one thing: if you leave Dennis a shot on that combination, if that cue ball doesn't come all the way over, he's going to be shooting that combination. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
The last thing Scott wants to do is leave him another shot right after the, Yeah, Scott's looking to take his time here and plan some big shot, figure out what to do.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge rack because, if Scott
as long as Scott gets this cue ball on Dennis's long rail, he's got no jeopardy. But if somehow the cue ball falls short and he leaves him maybe like a foot over from the side pocket, I mean, that combination's like a straight in.
Oh yeah, for Dennis, he's gonna shoot.
Definitely.
I like this.
Is he playing to kick? I can't really see. I know he'd like to do something where he hits the 13 and then the cue ball goes into the 9, but the 9 ball's a little too high to do that. Where you bank the 13 and the cue ball comes into the 9.
Yeah, the 9's too high for that.
Yeah, he wants to just get rid of these balls. I think that's what you're gonna see him doing here. He's gonna just try to make this 13 3 rails and draw into the cue ball.
Yep, that's exactly what he did. He hit it
Almost made it. Did he get going? Wow.
What a shot. What a shot.
I like that. I like that shot. I like getting rid of those 2 balls a lot better like he did there.
You know, I tell you what, though, Chris, that shot right there for Scott, that even though it didn't go, it was obviously a very successful shot.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to take for him to get settled down.
Yeah.
He gets a little confidence.
Well, he knew he may have left him a bank on the 15, but he knew that the 2 ball was there, that it was going to block the bank, so that was why he just go ahead and took a gamble and hit that shot. Well, it looks like Dennis left him at bank here. This is a complete freebie. He may be able to skim this. It's going to come real close to running to the 9. I think it goes, though.
Yeah, it looks like it goes.
You just want to hope after he makes this bank, he doesn't get on the rail. Perfect.
Yeah, so here we go. We'll see if Scott can get a rhythm going.
Yeah, you got to see if he's got to come up with some kind of shot to break the rack open eventually. I mean, I can get the 5 ball there,
I
but
mean, he could do it here. He could shoot the 2 here. Try to run up into
nah, I don't like that. He's definitely going to shoot the 9. I'm guessing if the 5 passes, he's going to play the 9 and then the 2 and then the 5. It's better just to play the guaranteed shot. Maybe somehow. I don't know if that 10-3.
Shoots the 2 here. He could run into the 6.
Yeah, he's taking your shot. He's taking your shot.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't like the angle. It's a little too steep.
Yeah, I don't really like it because you don't know where the cue ball's going. You may not. I'd rather just take the guaranteed 4 balls.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good lead, 4-0.
You want to stay under that.
I mean, maybe you get lucky. Yeah. Maybe you get lucky. You get some kind of angle after this where you could go into the rack. Or what's wrong with just? How about he makes the 2 here? He makes the 5. Now he gets an angle where he falls and gets on the 15. Then he could bank the 1 the next shot. Now he's got a 6-0 lead.
Or even if he just makes the 2 and then the 5 and doesn't get the right angle, he could play the 10-3.
You got to be real careful when you're going into the stack, because a lot of times you go into the stack, you don't come out with a shot. It's usually like
especially from underneath the stack.
Yeah. Oh, so he played for the bank here.
He just played 14.
Yeah, I like that shot. Yeah, that was smart. Now he's going to make this, and the cue ball is going to be, by the side pocket on Dennis's side, and he'll have the 5 next. He makes this.
And he looks like
It doesn't look like he left him any kind of shot.
It's not the worst thing.
No, he didn't leave him. He doesn't have any return shot, I believe. I don't believe this. Yeah, I believe the 4, and I believe that's a 13. They're pretty close together. I can see him kicking up and down and trying to make the 14, but I'm not. I don't know what he sees from here. Maybe he's going to shoot the 5 into the. He's going to shoot the 5 into the 14.
He's going to maybe shoot the 5 rail first and try to make the 14 and take the 5 up table.
Well, that probably took some pressure off of Scott, though.
See a couple balls go.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can imagine.
Yeah.
Sitting around for a month and a half and with the anticipation of a match like this, and everybody wishing you luck and sending you messages. It really is a lot. Big air there, yeah.
Look at that, yeah, man.
So, but I mean,
I don't think he's going to play. He's probably not going to play the cue ball into the 13. I doubt. He's just going to get on the 5. I was thinking that he was playing to just. He was playing to if he did hit it, he hit it. But if he didn't hit it, it wouldn't go too far. It was like a 2-way shot sort of. I don't know what he's going to play for next here.
That was not the best result.
Yeah,
pretty unfortunate again.
Yeah. He got into a little bit of a jam there. He'd like to be able to see that 11 ball here, but unfortunately, he's
7 got him.
Yeah, I think you're going to see him do something off of this strike ball 13 and get to the back rail. I'm guessing.
Yeah, just bank it up by the 1 ball and.
Yeah, it's going to. He's going to bank it. It's going to probably bank into the 13 into the. Oh, okay, like that. Yeah, he didn't leave him any kind of return shot. Probably going to see Dennis just do something with the 15 and go up table or something.
Yeah, I think it's we're going to see Scott forcing these balls up table here with a 5-0 lead against Dennis.
Yeah, I'm sure Scott's feeling a little bit better now. That took some stress off him. It looked like he couldn't get anything. He couldn't do anything right the first few games, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it really does change when you have somebody.
Yeah.
You have somebody shooting at you the way Dennis can.
Yeah, whenever you see guys like this that play at this level, it seems like, when you see a guy, sometimes like Scott got up to a bad start. Whenever you see something like that, I feel like you just got to keep, shooting at everything. You feel like the guy's weak. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes when a guy's playing better, like Dennis is now, he's playing pretty good. That's when you got to play a little bit more cautious and try to slow the guy down, maybe get him out of stroke a little bit.
I think that may have been what was going on with Scott too. He knows the firepower that Dennis has, and he was just trying to be perfect on everything. And,
yeah, it's sort of like a fight. When the guy's down, you gotta kick him while he's down.
Sure.
When he's swinging at you, you gotta play defense.
Doesn't look like he can do anything with the 15 ball here, just the angle.
Yeah, he's looking to just I'm guessing it's gonna go 2 rails, maybe into the 13. The most important thing on this shot, he's just looking to get the cue ball close to a rail. Yeah, the worst scenario here for Scott is if he gets on the rail, because when you get on the rail, you can't put draw on the ball. I don't know if he can get there, but he'd like to get him froze on the rail, on the short rail, up table by the right-hand corner pocket. That'd be the worst spot Scott could be in, but I don't know if he can. I don't know if he's got the avenue to get there or what. Also, I was just not. I don't think that could happen. I see the 7 looks like the 8-7. The 7 may go off of the 11, but there's no way Scott could shoot something like that if he gets up table. I don't think.
Yeah,
It looks like it would be close though, but I doubt it. There's no way you could take a chance like that.
Yes, I like that shot. It depends on where the cue ball is.
Yeah.
If there's a lot of distance, Scott's obviously not going to shoot it. But,
of course.
If he can, it's definitely not going to shoot it.
Yeah, like I said, he didn't get him frozen in the rail, but he'd like to do something with his 5 ball, but I'm sure he's going to take his time here.
Yeah, I think it's the 4, but
yeah. And then he's got to protect on the bank. You got to be careful here what you do here.
I mean, I like getting the cue ball pretty much on the opposite side.
You can see that 11 ball. I love getting rid of that 11 ball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that 11 ball is messing up everything. Because now when he goes to play safe, he can't leave him. He definitely doesn't want to leave him any kind of shot here. Because if Dennis has any kind of shot when he's coming up now, he's going to be shooting anything.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to get these balls out of play for Dennis. He was trying to get it closer to the side pocket there.
Yeah, well, that's all right though. I mean, he did good there. He could he could nick the 7 here and try to leave him under the 15. He's looking to leave him on the back rail, like where the cue ball would be straight in his pocket for the 15. Maybe like an inch next to the side pocket, to the upper right-hand corner pocket. Froze on the rail. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's going to nick the 7. If he gets fortunate and freezes him on that back rail, he hit it too soft.
Yeah, he underhit this ball.
Yeah, see where it was going though?
Yeah.
If he gets him frozen the rail back there, he's in a little bit of a jam.
Yeah, that line that he took was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, now he didn't protect the 11 ball. Now he's going to get the 11 on his side and look to get him on the back rail. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he didn't hit that very good. He even left him a bank. He hit it a little bit too hard. It's big on those shots to get a guy in the back. When you pin a guy on the back rail there, I mean, if the cue ball's on the back rail and that 11 ball's right by over here.
By your side pocket, yeah. By the side pocket above Scott's hole. He just overhit the ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a key in
he was trying to get the cue ball up to the stack or something there. I'm not really sure what.
No, I think he just overhit it a little bit. I mean, yeah, he was playing the cue ball on the back rail, but yeah, it's a key shot in one pocket. Those shots, I mean, it's the difference of winning or losing.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Dennis sinks his bank, he's right back in the rack here.
Because, like I said, when you don't get a guy close to the rail, now he can draw. He's got a lot of different different things he can do. Yeah, and trust he's going to come pretty close to making this ball. I guarantee you that.
That's one part of Dennis's game that's really stepped up in the last few years.
Oh yeah, especially on these straight backs, he hits them about as good as anyone.
Oh yeah, I
He's going to hit his with some speed, I'm guessing, because, I mean, he's down in the game. He needs to take a chance. Okay, one went down. I don't know if that 3-ball goes. If that 3-ball goes, oh, but he's straight in. I mean, if he had an angle to fall on that 3, he could run out.
Oh, yeah. I think he's a little straight.
I'm guessing. I can't really tell what he's going to do. He's looking at playing the combination bank on the 7-8 after this shot.
I'm really surprised that he's not. I guess he needs to open
and then,
it up.
Yeah, he wants to get an angle where he goes up table. Yeah, when he shoots his combination bank, the 7's going to brush the 10 and open everything up too. Watch, you're going to see the 7 ball is going to brush the 10, and it's going to open up all the balls too. Looks like he's got to throw it a little bit, so he's got to hit it on the left side. 10, I don't know if he's going to make this 8. It's going to probably come pretty close, maybe. I can't really see exactly where it's pointing.
He may just be able to bank the 10 ball.
Oh, can he? Yeah.
So
Well,
looks
we
like
can't.
the 3's a little bit below
We
the
can't
6.
tell. Yeah, we can't tell. I can't tell the angle he has.
That's what he was just looking at, though.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. If he can do that, he'll shoot it real hard with a lot of draw on outside, and cue ball will come, to his rail and back out. Maybe he's straight. I can't really tell the angle he's got. It's hard to comment what he's going to do. Looks like he's rolling straight forward with it. Okay.
That was a good thing he made it.
Yeah.
He didn't make that bank. He loses the game.
Yeah.
That was surprising to me that he
Nah,
decided to shoot it.
when you're down in the down in the game a little bit, you got a chance to win the game. I think when your pocket ball's as good as this guy, you got to shoot a shot like that. I mean, he's probably going to make that shot 7 or 8 out of 10. He figures. But I don't think he was playing. I think he was thinking something else was going to happen. I thought he thought the cue ball was going to go forward. I didn't think I didn't think he was looking to get that position.
Yeah, that's definitely not what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So
he was more just focusing on making the ball, though. That's probably the best thing to do when you get a shot like that. Now he's looking at crossing this 3, but cue ball's going right into the 6. A lot of funny things could happen. I don't really see anything good coming out of this shot. I mean, he can get a kiss. A lot of funny things can happen here. If he's lucky, though, he could graze the 6 and 3 will pass right by, but
he's overcutting it, I think.
yeah, okay, he played like a carom shot. Look at this shot. I don't think he's got another shot, though, from here. Yeah, I think he's got to play some sort of safe here. I don't know where. I know the 1 doesn't go. The 1 doesn't go. I like doing something with the 15, maybe just coming off the 15 and leaving him right by the upper right-hand corner pocket, right by where he's standing at right now.
Yeah, as long as the 1 doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I think everything, all the banks are blocked, I think, with all those balls.
I'm not sure. Looks like
I don't know what he's looking at. See, he's looking at. I don't think the 1 passes on that straight back. Maybe it does. I mean, you just got to hit this really hard. I think it goes if you straighten it out real hard. But I mean, it's a real risky shot. I mean, if that 1 ball clips the 13, I mean, 13 could go on Scott's side, and who knows what could happen.
Yeah, you got a lot of distance between the 2. A lot of bad things can happen.
Yeah,
If he tries to fire that.
He's
1
looking
ball.
to hit this 1 ball real hard and just force the cue ball over like 2 feet, on the rail. So this is a real risky shot. A lot of bad things can happen here. Well, he hit that pretty good. Yeah, he played the cue ball perfect, like I
Ball
said.
frozen.
Yeah, he hit that shot real good. a bank here. He's gonna hit this with inside English. That was a nice shot. He got everything working towards his pocket there. About the best thing that could have happened there.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
I think he protected the 7 ball. I mean, I could almost guarantee you that Scott's going to have some sort of bank in his pocket the next shot.
Yeah, Scott made cross balls with spin better than anybody in the world.
Only thing I could see Dennis doing here is shooting that 1-2 rails, but and getting it on his side and leaving the cue ball under the 7. That'd be about the only real good thing that he could do here.
Yeah, to keep him from being able to shoot the 15.
Yeah. I feel like if he shoots this 1-2 rails and hit the 7 though, but I'm not sure. Obviously, like anything, he just wants to get him on the back rail here. Oh wow!
Look at this.
What a shot! Wow! I didn't even see that. Karam. Wow, he played a hell of a shot there. Nothing you can do about that.
So both players need 3 balls here.
Yeah, man, it's pretty much over this game.
Yeah. Looks like if, barring anything crazy, Dennis is going to take a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, I would have never even considered that shot. I didn't even see that. Well, looked like Scott made a good shot on that 7 ball when he got them both on his side, and it turned out to be all set in the game. Seems like they've both been breaking. Have they both been breaking in the same pocket?
Yes. Yeah, they've been both been breaking to the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I didn't even think Scott did anything wrong too much that game. I mean, Dennis just came with some great shots.
Yeah, he made 2 great cross banks.
Yeah. Yeah, it costed Scott the game when he left him that bank. Like I said, he didn't get him on the back rail that one shot.
Yeah, the one he overhit just
Yeah,
there.
I mean, that's probably one of the most important shots. It doesn't sound like it's much, but when you get that guy in that back rail, it kills the draw. You can't finesse the ball.
You can't even shoot at the ball. If
Yeah,
you hit it
yeah.
in the back rail, you can't shoot at the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, I think.
I mean, he could shoot. He would have still shot the bank, even if he would have left him a bank. But I mean, you can't really do nothing with the cue ball. You know what I mean? When you leave the guy in the back rail, then he's going to be on the end rail, even if he makes it.
And he got 1 instead of 4.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was Scott's error that game, to not leaving him on the back. You don't have to freeze it. Even if you just come, you should be able to come up with like maybe an inch above it, half inch.
So we'll see here. Dennis has been breaking. He went a little closer to the rail this time.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was Scott's only error that game, and nothing. Dennis just made some good shots.
It's an okay break here. He got 1 high, 1 low, but
yeah, but he's got no avenue to. Yeah. He's got no avenue to get him.
See what Scott does here.
He may be looking to do something with the 13 and drawing the cue ball up towards the right-hand corner pocket. Maybe he's going to shoot this into the 3. Okay, yeah. So he just wanted to leave him straight. That was a good shot.
What a shot! That's what I mean. Scott's aggression off of the break, turning the break is.
Yeah, he was pretty much just playing the cue ball in that shot, and he did a good job.
He almost made the ball.
Yeah.
Not that he wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, if Dennis somehow leaves him a bank on this pink 4, Scott's going to be shooting it the next shot. I can guarantee you that. If he somehow leaves Scott a bank on this 4, you're gonna be seeing Scott shooting this 4 across corner, and the cue balls will come 3 rails around and try to get on the 15.
Yeah.
He wants to protect the bank here.
Dennis is trying to kick 2 rails behind.
He could be playing the kiss, but I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. The best thing he could do would somehow if you could park him behind that 13. Tell you the truth, it wouldn't be that bad of a shot to take a foul and put him behind the 13. But I don't know what he's going to do.
Dennis kicks so well.
Yeah, he's probably going to look like he's going to kick it like sort of going to go towards his pocket somehow. Oh, okay, he just did that. Yeah, from my angle, I didn't think he could do that. I thought he was going to make it in the pocket if he did that. Looks like Scott may do the same shot here with the 7 ball. He'd like to touch the 9 here somehow. Something good may happen. He almost made it. Well, he took care of the cue ball there for sure. Yeah, now you see what I mean. Now that he's on the back rail, now he can't do anything with the 13. Like if he didn't freeze him on that back rail, he'd be cutting this 13 in somehow and drawing it back or something. But it looks like he's going to play off the 13 real thin, and he's going to try to park him on the 15 and 2, like right in that wedge there. Oh, he came down way too far.
He's not gonna like this.
Oh, that's the last thing he didn't want to block this. He didn't want. That was the last ball he wanted to let him see. The four ball. I mean, Scott's pretty much going to be out of this jam. I don't know what he's going to do here though. He'd probably like to go off of the 4 and park him behind that stripe on the first diamond right there. That'd be the worst spot I think Dennis could be in. If he's froze behind this ball,
yeah,
then he's got like nothing he can do really. Wow, that was a lot better than what I was saying.
What a shot!
Yeah.
He said enough with the finesse, Chris. I'm just going to blow into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Open it
up.
up.
Yeah, power 1 pocket.
Yeah,
there it is, folks.
I think that's the biggest thing so far up to this point that we've seen is Scott's just being a little bit careful, a little bit too careful, I think, and
for
not
sure.
being the aggressor. But he'll find it.
Yeah,
he's been in the situation enough times that. A few times him running balls, he's been unfortunate with not coming out with a shot. But
he was pretty unfortunate. Not the way he lost that. The way he lost that last game was pretty. I mean, he didn't really do nothing wrong.
You can't take anything away from Dennis. He's playing.
No, he did. He's playing phenomenal. Yeah. I mean that bank he made on the 1 ball, I didn't even consider that shot. That's what a lot of Filipinos are good at, knowing that angle. Like he knew that cue ball was coming off the 1 and just going to touch that 7. You know.
Oh yeah, they're most Filipino pool players. They know that they know the lines and it's just second nature to them. I'm sure they don't have any systems or anything. They just played so many hours.
Yeah, exactly. You just when you shoot a shot so many times, you just know all the time the path of the cue ball. And you know exactly where it's going. Well, let's see what he comes up with here. He's going to do some kind of scramble shot. He's going to try to do something to get these balls out. He's in a pretty bad jam here, though.
If you had to pick one player in the world and say they hit the most balls, and to this point, who do you think it would be? You think Dennis is?
What do you mean?
Just played pool. Hit the balls more than anybody else.
Probably. Oh, you mean just either out of these 2 guys, or
no? Just in general. I mean, I think Dennis has got to be right up there.
Yeah, him or Shane. Shane.
Yeah.
That was a good shot. That was creative. I think a lot of these Filipino players, though, the way they're able to concentrate so good is because when they're in the Philippines, they're playing. There's like 80 people huddled around the table screaming.
Oh yeah, betting in between every rack. And Scott's able to put him right back in the spot.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Yeah, that's why nothing really bothers them. Nothing sharp. You can't really shark them. What are you going to do? They've been there. They've seen all of it.
Yeah. I mean, they aren't worried about the conditions of the table or anything like that. I mean, you go over there and they put big mounds of chalk on the rails. You know, and
Yeah.
playing outside.
Yeah, that's why they're so like mentally strong. I think that's huge in pool to be like mentally strong. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's why they all fight. That's
Nothing bothers them. You know?
yeah. If you think about like all the excellent Filipino pool players, they all get stronger as the match goes. Too.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be able to concentrate under like adverse conditions or whatever. Well, he's taking his time here. He knows. Looks like he may shoot in his pocket here. I don't know if he's. It looked like he was looking at that 11 or 8, but I don't think any of those balls go. But I know he'd love if he had some kind of flyer bank cross corner. He would definitely be shooting it here. I know he'd love to park him behind the 7 here, but I don't think he's got an avenue to get there. That's what he's probably thinking of. How can I get behind that 7 and 2? You know,
He's looking to be able to go off the 8.
Huh?
Can't really tell. It might be able to go off the 8.
I don't think he can see the 8, but if he could somehow get him behind that 7, but it doesn't look like it. He's looking like looks like he's maybe trying to come off the 6. I mean, I don't know.
Tell you what, Dennis has been successful up to this point.
I know what Efren would do here. It's got a path. You play the 3-rail kick, get behind the 7, but I don't know. It's kind of risky. I think he's coming off the 8 and trying to go by. Maybe he's going to carry him into the 7 off the 8. Okay. Yeah, that's where he wants to put him. Like I said, he found the path to get him there.
Yeah, I thought he could see the 8. It's just so hard to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott's in a little bit of a dilemma here. Unless he can skin. Oh, okay. If he can nick the 7 and avoid hitting the 2, or if he can hit.
Looks like he's hitting the 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine then. But I feel like Dennis is going to sort of be out of the jam here in a few shots. He's probably going to.
Yeah,
He'd like to do something. I don't know if he can go rail first and get rid of that 7 out of there with draw. He'd like to do that, but I don't know if I don't know if he can see it or not. Oh, okay, he can. Yeah, he's just going to hit it soft. It looks like. Going to see Scott do the same thing. If you'd like to play to freeze him on the 8 here, if you get lucky, but you got to hit it pretty good. He'd like to get him behind the 8 where he doesn't have the path to go behind those balls. See, he's looking at where he should put him right now. He's looking, you know, what's he going to have if I put him here, you know, so on.
I mean, like you said, either way, Dennis is out of this because he's going to have a pretty simple kick to.
Yeah, Dennis isn't really in no big jam.
Yeah, he's not in any danger now. He still has to execute, but.
Yeah, he's not going to come off the 6 and put him behind there now. He's going to try to go. He's going to try to go 2 rails and freeze him on the 7. If I had to guess, off the 6, but we'll see. I like going off the 6, but who knows? He may see something better. I know if he executes this shot, Scott will be in trouble. If he somehow freezes him to the 7 on the long rail. I hope he didn't hit it. He didn't hit hard enough, but he got him on the rail, so he can't do anything with the cue ball, really. You may see Scott. Yeah, I like this shot. He's gonna kick it. Try to make it in his pocket, and he's got those. He's got like the 2 and 7 for like bumpers if he gets rolling towards his pocket.
Yeah, Dennis escaped there.
Yeah. I think Scott had to take a chance there.
Yeah, I like the shot.
Yeah, because if you hit the 13 kind of good, you could get lucky. It brushes in off the 2 or something maybe.
I think he just clears the balls here. I don't know what
I don't know if he's thinking about shooting this combination bank, but I'll tell you, I think the cue balls, if he cuts the 2 and then the cue ball and the 7 are going to meet right there, they're going to kiss for sure.
Yeah, plus he's going to lose his cue ball.
Yeah.
I just seen jacking up here and playing the 2-7 out.
Yeah, I can't. It looks like I swear it looks like it's going to kiss. It looks like the 7's going to come off the rail and the cue ball's going to be right there and it's going to kiss. But I mean, he's got to do something with those 2 balls here. I don't care what he does. He's got to do something with those balls. He can't just leave those balls there. Because if he leaves those balls there, eventually Scott's going to put them behind, somewhere where he can't see him, and then he's done. Maybe the 7 hits off the rail and the 2 stops there and the 7 hits the 2. Maybe that may happen too. Oh, okay, he did that. He almost left the bank, but he didn't. Yeah, Scott's in a little bit of a dilemma. I mean, he's got to make sure he protects against this bank on the 9. Okay, that was a good shot. It was simple, but it was effective.
Yeah, he did just that. He's protecting the 9 ball. That was all it was about.
And like I said, he got him on the rail, so I mean, he can't do anything up table because he can't put draw on the ball. And with that 13 and 3, close to Scott's pocket, it'll be interesting to see what he does here. Looks like he's just gonna go off. I don't know if he's just gonna go off the 7. I don't know what he's gonna do. If he goes off that 7, I guarantee you, eventually all these balls are gonna get up table.
Yeah, which when Scott up 1-0 in the rack is not a bad thing for Scott. So
and then, like I said, when all the balls get up table and when you're like in a little bit of a slump, it helps you get back into stroke a little bit, I think.
That's the interesting thing about this matchup. You have just a shooter. I mean, Dennis is just amazing at executing every shot. And you have Scott that feels like he has an advantage moving. So you got Scott trying to fight to get the balls up table, and Dennis trying to fight to keep him off the
Yeah, but I feel like it's to Scott's advantage right now for sure to get the balls up table, because if it turns into a long game where Dennis is playing safe like 40 times in a row, maybe it'll get him out of the gear. Sometimes when when he's a real good 9-ball player, when you play 9-ball and you start shooting good, you get into like a rhythm. I feel like if he gets those balls up table, maybe it'll get him out of the rhythm that he's in right now. That's probably one of the strange parts about this game. Sometimes you get those games that go forever. It just takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, and then if you lose it.
Yeah, when all those balls get in the corner pocket, it's like I feel like in another 10 or 15 shots, that's what this game's going to turn into. All the balls are going to be wedged on the back rail in another 10 or 15 shots, I feel. I could be wrong, though, but...
No, I definitely think we're going to see all these balls up table and tough to play. And, anytime you do that, you got to take the mover when the balls are up table, but...
Yeah, I feel like eventually, in the next 10, 15 shots, I feel like, Scott's going to send one up there and another one up there, and, it's going to keep happening. Because right now there's no balls, that are real close to either opponent's pocket, so it's easy just to leave the guy anywhere on the back rail. So you're just going to see them the next 10 or 15 shots. They're going to go off of a ball, put them on the back rail. Eventually they're all going to go down there.
I think that's what he's looking at here.
Yeah, I like that shot. I like going off of the 13, even though that's his pocket. I like sending the 13 up there and somehow leaving him anywhere on the back rail. If you leave him anywhere on the back rail, he's got absolutely nothing. I mean, I know you're getting rid of the ball that's close to your pocket, but it's
not going to matter anyway.
It's going to be hard for him to play safe. And if he goes off of that 13 that's right by his pocket and he comes and parks him back here, if he gets fortunate and leaves him frozen, it's not easy to, now you're taking, the guy can't draw the ball. Now it's hard to get to the, it's hard for him to do the same thing.
Did exactly that.
Yeah, see now, he left him a little bit of, but watch, you'll see now he's going to have to elevate. He's not going to have an accurate hit on the ball.
Couldn't give up a bang.
Yeah. So this is where sometimes you get lucky and something funny happens. Sometimes you get lucky and the guy may miscue, or I mean, it's not going to happen very often, but once in a great while it will.
I know one thing, a lot of times when somebody has to elevate and they're trying to get back to the back rail, if they let up on their stroke a little bit, the cue ball can go forward too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
All the time.
Yeah, for sure. That's why it's not going to happen every time where you turn out to get it, but sometimes you get rewarded for
1 out of 20. You might see
exactly.
something.
Yeah, it's something though.
Yeah. I like your shot there though, just getting back on the rail.
Yeah.
Force him to do this.
Yeah, see, now maybe somehow he could have left him a bank. I mean, it didn't happen, but I mean...
Yeah, but nonetheless, now Scott's to the table.
Well,
he has the whole cue ball.
Yeah, he's going to do the same thing now. Tell you the truth, I like leaving that 8 and 15, or the 8 and 14. I like shooting off the 11 here and leaving, because neither of those balls go in Dennis' pocket, but they both go in yours. I like doing something with the 11 and coming right back to the back rail again. Like maybe shoot the 11 into the 15 and stick them right there on the back rail again.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I like that shot. Oh, he just played the cue ball, though. Didn't get him back, but he didn't get him on the back rail, but at least he got a ball away from his pocket. Yeah, that's why he didn't want to disturb that 8 and 14, because right now the 8 and 14 are favoring him, so he didn't want to disturb that. In case somehow he gets a shot, he's got a free place to play position or whatever, bank or whatever. But it looks like now he's gonna have to get rid of him. He's got no other.
It didn't even take 10 shots to get them all at table, Chris.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. Yeah, you'll see a lot of guys that don't really know a lot of one pocket. When they see balls laying like that, they'll automatically get rid of them. A lot of times when they don't go in the other guy's pocket and they both go in yours, you're better off just to leave it like that.
Sure.
'Cause now you got like a free, if you somehow get a cross corner bank or a straight back, now you got a free place to play position.
And it's blocking a path to their hole for
Yeah.
a lot of the balls that are up
Yeah,
table.
exactly. Yeah, a lot of guys don't think about that when they play one pocket.
Yeah, Scott's not happy about something here. But
Yeah, he's just gonna come off the. He
15
can either
ball,
come
right?
off the 15, you can come off the 13. Yeah,
I did too with some inside. Careful
wow.
here, Scott.
Oh, that was a pretty. I had a feeling he didn't have a real good angle there.
There's 6 balls laying here that Dennis can pocket for sure.
Yeah.
That's a big error from Scott. I was really surprised to see him not take the safe route with the 15
He
ball.
should have took a little bit more time to think about that shot. I mean, I don't know if I thought maybe he could have hit the 13 into the 11 and drew the cue ball 2 rails down.
Or just go off the outside of the 15 ball and come down.
Yeah,
down
if he could
table.
see it. I don't know if he could see the 15.
May have been frozen to the 2,
Yeah. It's not going to be easy for Dennis. I for sure see him getting 3 here, but it depends on the third shot that the pockets. If he doesn't have a good angle, it's not going to be easy to fall on the other balls.
I think we'll see him try to come back up to the 6
like to
here
get
and
on
then
the
get an
course.
angle on the 14.
Yeah.
Slide up to the 5.
Well, he didn't want to.
Yeah, he's a little far there.
See what they're just going to make this and
Back to
come
the
back.
6, yeah.
See what kind of angle he gets on the 6 to fall on everything else. Yeah, he's going to come around the 7 here. Yeah, that was an unforced error by Scott there. He gets straight in here.
Rick, sorry, Rick.
I think he has a little bit of angle. I think he can get over on the 5 ball. I can't really. Oh, wow.
Wow, that was a
Looked
pretty
like he
forgiving.
missed that ball.
Yeah, that was a pretty forgiving. You can see the cloth's fairly new the way that slid in. I know if this, on this tight of this table is pretty tight of a table. If it was a worn-in cloth, that would have never went in. He's gonna go back and forth here. Yeah, I figure he's trying to make. Looks like there's no other shot after that, though. He likes to shoot the 5 because he knows if he can go back and forth.
Yeah, this is a very makeable ball for Dennis.
I could hit this real. The only way you really get on the 7 though is to hit it real hard and go back and forth twice. You have to make it and go 1, 2, 3, 3 cushions.
Or just take the 5 ball and then do something to tie it.
Maybe you can kill the ball and play in. He could probably kill the ball and play the cue ball into the 2 or 11. Oh, he hit that nice. That was a nice shot there.
This is really dangerous territory for Scott here.
Yeah, that was a pretty careless, sort of a careless error. You would figure.
Now all that work of getting the balls up table is working against him.
Yeah, he's probably going to bank the 11 next. Tell you what, yeah, if he doesn't, wow. It's like he's passing up the 11 because he feels like he may sell out. I can't believe he would pass up the shot 11 ball bank if he has it, but maybe he doesn't have the path to. I guess maybe it doesn't go. I guess he must not be able to see it. I guess.
No, he can see the full 11 ball and
I'm surprised he doesn't
half inch to the left of it even. He definitely has the pass.
Well, I'd be happy if he can shoot that 11. I'd be if I was Scott, I'd be glad he doesn't shoot it. I'll tell you one thing, Scott better try to come back this game. Maybe he could slow him down here. Make this could turn into a real long game where the balls are positioned right now because made the ball table. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a long game, even though Dennis only needs 2 balls, but oh, wow. So he left him a bank here. You get that pretty bad. Oh wow. I hate that shot. That was too good. Well, Dennis is playing for 1. Wow, look at that. He hit that. That was a pretty creative shot.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit risky though.
Yeah, it opened up both of the banks
Yeah.
for Scott. Neither of those straight backs won, but now they do.
Pretty fortunate there.
Yeah.
They all got covered back up, the banks.
Yeah, none of those banks go in Scott's pocket now, yeah. He's going to just roll into the 9 and go from there.
Scott's just gonna fight. Scott's just fighting now to get the balls back in play.
Yeah. Yeah, even though Scott only needs one, it's not real. I mean, a lot of funny things happen. It's not easy. It's not real hard to come back from this spot. You know, you just got to keep fighting. I don't know what he's going to do here. He could kick into the 10. He's just going to send that. Yeah, that's probably the best shot. Yeah, I mean, all it takes to come back in one of these games is somehow Dennis scratches somewhere, and you, after the scratch, you wind up making 2 or 3. Anything, you know. It's never over. I see a lot of some players. Anytime 2 guys of this caliber are playing, even though it's 7-1.
Give up one opportunity.
Yeah, like I said, all it takes is one unfortunate scratch or something like that.
Tell you what, Chris, I'm gonna let Jeff Carter sit in here for a minute.
All right.
I'm gonna go grab me a bite to eat. But,
Sure.
I'll be back.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up? All right, we're back. I got somebody else in the booth here with me now, Jeff Carter.
Hey,
How's it going?
Chris, how you doing?
All right, not bad. So his match has been going pretty rough for Scott. Nothing. He made a couple of errors. I know that last game he had an opportunity to win, but Dennis made. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it?
Yeah, Scott made a mistake when he was playing safe and ended up leaving him practically straight in the hole.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think of this format, Race to 40? I never seen a match like this.
Well, it's definitely a test to find out who the best player is. I think no matter who wins, it's going to be who the best player is.
Yeah, exactly. No, definitely.
So it's definitely long enough to decide who is the best player.
Yeah.
So,
Only thing that's sometimes if somebody falls behind a lot in a match like this, it's kind of hard to come back. But like you're saying, the best player is probably going to win.
well, it's in a certain aspect, it's like who's got the most heart.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And so they both. We know that they both do.
Yeah, definitely.
Scott's the one that's really going to have to show it from here on out, though.
Definitely,
the way things are going.
Yeah. He's got to capitalize. Next time Dennis makes a mistake, he's got to capitalize on it. He's got to punish him,
And it gets rough, and every time you get up there to shoot,
Yeah.
every time after a safe, and there's nothing,
Yeah.
nothing, you know. And then after a
Exactly.
while, you know, you got to. It's like with Dennis, you can't wear him out.
Yeah.
Is impossible.
It's like the psychological aspect of pool, sort of.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you keep it's like if Dennis messes up and then you turn around and give it right back to him, he's got all the confidence in him. But, when you turn around and he's got you 4-0, he turns around and makes one mistake and you beat him that game, he's going to be thinking of it in the back of his head. But I mean, some people do, but like you're saying, a lot of these Filipino guys, nothing really phases them. Or that's what makes them a lot tougher than more American players.
Yeah.
Because when they're in the Philippines, like, people are screaming. And,
Well, and yeah, they're over here. They're like in heaven. Okay, it's just like, so their conditions over there can be so rough, with
course.
outdoor tables
course.
and things like that, so they can play under all kinds of conditions.
Yeah, when they come over here and they see one of these American players saying, "Hey, did you see that ball skidded?" They're like, do you think that's bad? Are you joking me or something?" Over there, like a mosquito may fall on the ball or something.
Well, I was up in Minneapolis the first 3 weeks of January in Jimmy Wetch's pool room, and he had Efren come in for a week, and I swear to God, Efren's 62 years old. He played from the time that he got there till the time he left. He
Oh, I
got
know.
off his flight
Yeah.
and walked in the pool room and started playing.
Yeah,
And,
he
played
just
for
loves it. Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
yeah. And I've played him a lot of times. I never play him for a lot of money, but I usually play him cheap. But he just loves to play. I think that's what makes a lot of the Filipinos, though, good players. They're just able to concentrate. That's probably one of the most important things. A lot of times you're playing, one thing throws you off, and
Yeah, it's like nothing bothers him. It's like if you're matching up a game and then you with say Efren and you go, well, I want this, okay, I want that, okay, you have everything you want.
yeah. Yeah, or even Efren's kind of funny. Sometimes things will go his way, he'll just
Jason,
laugh it
yours
off
up?
or whatever.
That's what he does. And they all pretty much got the same attitude.
Yeah.
Of course, it doesn't hurt to be 5'4" and weigh 110 pounds.
Yeah.
You know?
Gives you a little bit more energy, huh? Yeah, he's taking his time here. He wants to make sure he doesn't leave him some kind of bank or
Yeah,
he doesn't
that's-
leave him a return shot.
It's usually what you're going to see on a sellout is leaving a bank.
Yeah, he'd like to wedge him right on this 5, but that's what he's looking at. But I mean, if he somehow leaves him see this 13, but he's going to go off the 13. Probably leave the 13 in a spot where it's blocking the bank in case you screw up.
On these tables, the pockets are 4¼ inches, and right now I don't think it's a factor, but it won't be a real factor until the cloth gets a little bit worn out.
Oh,
whether
definitely.
or not they ever
Yeah. I mean, you could see a couple of the balls that Dennis shot the last game. They
should have hung.
wobbled
They
in.
would have hung if the cloth had been a little bit worn.
To tell you the truth, if the cloth was worn, they wouldn't even hung. They would have
Yeah.
came out and probably came up a ½ inch above the pocket or something. Yeah, the pockets are real forgiving because of the newer cloth. Which I think favors Scott. I know a lot of times when I play a guy that is a real good shooter, I feel like I'd rather play him on a table with looser pockets. When you play on a real tight table, it's not gonna. The guy that shoots real good, it's not gonna really bother him that much.
It's hard to get in stroke on a tight pocket table.
Yeah. But I mean, for a guy like him, for when you're playing a real top echelon like 9-ball player that shoots real straight, for them it's not going to be that very much of a difference
Yeah.
because they hit the balls so accurate. That was close.
Yeah, that's. Well, I'm watching this. It looks to me like Dennis moves just as good as Scott. And that's what it looks like to me. And plus, I think that he's a little bit more in stroke than Scott is. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no question that Scott knows a lot of shots when the balls are in the stack and stuff. But I mean, lately everybody plays one pocket nowadays. I mean, there isn't nobody that doesn't know. Years ago it was like a game that nobody played. Nobody really had a clue, but everybody's got some sort of an idea now.
This game, when you play, you just have to be so patient. Safety, safety, safety,
Yeah.
safety, safety,
Yeah.
and patience is a virtue.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. I think one of the biggest things that helps people out is if you're you got some like 3-cushion billiard knowledge. It helps a lot when you're playing one pocket. With kicks and the way balls react off of other balls and so on.
Well, I watched Efren play up in Minneapolis. He played the Michael Perrin Jr. given 9-7, and watching Efren, I mean, when you watch Efren and then when you watch everybody else,
Oh, it's a joke. Yeah, I know.
it's like everybody
I know.
else has got a club in their hand, and he's got a
I know.
he's got a violin.
Yeah, exactly. I've played a lot. I've learned a lot just playing them. A lot of the creative, a lot of the caroms and kisses, and I mean, it's just amazing.
And that
knowledge.
that comes from I talked to him. I said,
Bulk line, right?
yeah. I said, well, when he was when he was in the Philippines before he came to the United States, he said nobody would play him pool anymore, so he just played bulk line billiards for 6 years.
Yeah. I know. I've watched him play I watched him play a match on the YouTube with Raymond Kuhlman's bulk line billiards. It's kind of a game where I'm not real familiar with it, but I know that there's like a bunch of squares, and you don't have to go. You can go one. You don't have to
It's
go a rail.
18. Well, it's either called 18-1 or 18-2. And 18-1, the 18 means that the table is laid out in 18-inch square, a grid, 18 inches. Each square is 18 inches.
Okay.
And then 18-1 means you can make one billiard in that square, and then something has to leave that square before you can drive one out and bring it back and make the billiard.
Oh, okay.
But you can't just keep shooting, because they started out 3-cushion, or before 3-cushion they had straight billiards, and then they got so good at it because they could run 1,000 points.
Yeah, once they get real close, like in the corner,
They could just walk them all the way around the table, up on the rail.
exactly.
Just keep pushing them all the way around.
So that was why they created that game.
Yeah, so that's why they created 18-2 and then 18-1. Probably that's how I don't know which one came first, but I've had a little bit of experience playing straight billiards, and I could see the difference. Or I could see where the benefits would be, because you have shots that come up playing one pocket or pool that come up occasionally, that come up all the time playing bulk line or straight rail
because it takes
billiards.
that touch where you hit it real soft. I mean, I don't know if anybody watching has ever seen it on YouTube, but they have. I think it's Efren Reyes and Raymond Kuhlman's bulk line billiards.
Did he beat?
No, actually, humans. I mean, it's amazing to watch them play. They just, after they shoot, somehow all the balls are together. One ball's coming 2 rails, the other ball's coming. They call it like a gathering shot.
Yeah, those are called gather shots. Yeah, it's amazing. I watched a video of a guy playing bulk line billiards, and every shot he made, I said, well, I can make that shot. I can make that shot. I can make that shot. I just can't string them together. You know? But it is a fascinating game. It really shows you how much control that you don't have over the cue ball.
That's what I mean, though. I think having that knowledge in one pocket is like a huge advantage. A lot of guys don't know, And especially when it comes to the kicking, when you're pretty good at 3-cushion, you get a pretty good feel.
But when you watch Efren plays, he's always nudging the balls, opening them up a little bit, nudging, even if it's going straight into him or drawing 2 rails into him or whatever, and he just always seems to hit the right spot. I mean, 99% of the time.
He's my favorite guy to watch play.
And then when he misses, he just kind of scratches his head and he smiles.
Yeah.
And then he takes his right arm and he goes like this, like I get some feeling back into it.
Yeah, even to this day, I've never seen anybody like him. But anyways, let's get back to the match now. Scott just took a little bit of a break.
But anyway, you see the difference when you watch these, even like Dennis. I mean, between watching him and watching Efren, you can definitely see a difference between Efren and everybody else.
Oh no, yeah, nobody's got the knowledge that he has. I don't think nobody ever will, probably. Scott broke this game. Yeah, correct. Yeah, 5. Yeah, I believe Scott breaks.
Yes, Scott breaks on the odd.
So have you seen Dennis play a lot of one pocket? I know you've seen Scott play a lot of one pocket.
I know. I've never seen Dennis play. Just a little bit what they've had tournaments here, they had a big tournament here last year, and Dennis came and he played pool from the time that he walked in.
No, I know.
In between his matches, he was just hitting balls.
He loves it. Yeah.
And how you don't get kind of burned out on that, you think you need some kind of rest,
He just loves the game. Some people just love the game. It really looks like he's bearing down, though, trying. I mean, you see he's taking his time now. He's looking. He wants to make sure that,
Well, the thing about playing safeties, now he's going to shoot a shot that when he shoots it on his safeties.
Yeah.
See, if you're shooting a safety that you have to be able to set that shot up and shoot it 10 times in a row and get the same result.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what's going to happen to the cue ball when you shoot, then you're shooting the wrong shot.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I agree with you there.
So you gotta try to find that easy shot.
Yeah.
That to play safe. Now this is going to be something. What he does here is going to be something really simple.
Yeah, me personally, I like walking around the table and looking. If I leave him here, what can he do? What can he do? Sometimes I sort of think, like if I was Scott right now, I'd be already thinking, well, if he puts me there, what am I going to do next or whatever.
See, now that shot right there, it was a very simple shot. He could set it up and shoot it over and over and over again and get the same result. So that was a good shot.
Yeah. Yeah, he's protecting that 13 ball. And it's not easy for Scott to play safe because if he gets somewhere by the 13 in the corner pocket, he's got the bank on the 14 ball.
Well, it looks like that. What ball was that brown stripe? Is that the 12?
15 ball.
Oh, that's the 15
You're
ball?
looking at the two. You're thinking about the 2 cushion bank, and
and just put the cue ball right on the rail there by the 9.
I don't think he's got the angle though to do that. If he shoots it 2 rails towards his pocket, he's going to cut it so much.
He's going to leave the shot on the 13.
If it was lying dead, for sure that'd be the shot.
Yeah.
If he could somehow bank this ball, if he can get him, the most important thing on the shot is to get the cue ball on the rail, frozen on the rail.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he's got the angle where if he hits it straight, it may go right even into the 5 ball. You know what I mean? If he shoots it at the angle where he gets the cue on the rail, the 15 is going to go into the 5.
So I think you would roll up on the 5.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Bob, your order's up.
That's pretty, like you said, another simple thing,
Yep.
And he got a little bit lucky to jack him up, so now that he can't even consider doing anything down.
And see if you can simplify your game. So that you're never doing anything more than what you need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And so both of these guys have gotten to that point to where they're never, for the most part, doing anything.
Yeah, it's like
they're never doing anything more than what they need to do.
Yeah, it's like when they get down and shoot a shot, they're like, well, I could do this, but it's a little bit harder. But hey, I could just do this. It's going to be a lot more easier. I'm going to be able to execute this 10 out of 10 while I take a chance with the other shot. So, it looks like he's going through the bank combination, and he's going to drift the cue ball by the 9.
Oh, we got a little bit lucky there.
Yeah, he got fortunate there.
2 came out.
Yeah, some funny things could have happened there. But he didn't leave him any kind of return. He still blocked him from the 13, so. Only aggressive shot I see that he has here, but I don't think he can shoot it, is banking the 15 straight back and drawing the cue ball back. But I mean, with that 9 laying there, if you somehow the 15 goes into the 9, I mean, it'd be like a lot of bad things could happen.
If he was a little bit closer to the 15, then he might
Yeah.
have a little bit more control. But from
And then
here,
plus if the 9 wasn't there, it's bad
Yeah.
when the 9's there, because if you somehow
Yeah.
contact the 9, now
Yeah,
everything is
yeah.
coming, everything's
Yeah.
gonna be coming towards the other guy's pocket.
so if he's got a shot here, actually, that 4 ball, he looks like he can bank it 2 rails. Okay, oh, no, well, maybe he can't.
Yeah, but then I think the 15 passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that 15 ball wasn't there, I'll tell you one thing, he'd already be down shooting it probably. Now if he leaves him, parks him on the 5 again, it looks like the 13 may go off the 8, right? Or no? Somehow, let's say,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you play with guys at this level, I mean, that shot's almost like a given.
It's makeable.
Sometimes.
It's
Yeah.
makeable.
It depends where they're laying. You know, it's hard to tell from our vantage point exactly if you can do it. But when those shots are laying right, they're almost like leaving somebody get straight in. I'll tell you one thing: if that 15 ball wasn't there, I would like banking the 4 and maybe just playing the cue ball 3 cushions behind the 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't even really be concentrating on making the 4. I'd just be concentrating on getting the cue ball 3 rails and coming behind there.
I think he's got room to go 3 rails on it, but whether
Yeah, the only bad thing is when you hit it bad, you're gonna catch that 15 ball and then you're done.
okay, now he's looking for something very simple here, and he hasn't found it yet. It doesn't look like.
Yeah.
See, and like,
How about crossing the 4, like cross corner towards this pocket and coming with inside English with the cue ball, straight down here. Wow.
look at that shot.
Wow. I mean, that was a shot. What a shot.
Yeah,
That was some creativity.
I saw him practicing that shot earlier before the match started, and he made it like 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah, well, that could be the thing that turns him around. He's probably feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah.
If he gets a little fortunate and figures out a way to break this stack up. I don't know if that 2 ball goes, or I think the 7's touching. I think it's gonna block it.
these balls, the weird colors with the 7. I don't know who came up with these colors.
Yeah.
I don't know, but whenever I'd play 9 ball with them, when I got done shooting, there'd always be a ball left on the table. The brown ball, because I couldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's this? So there's, obviously
He's looking at I don't think the cue ball's going to touch the 10. I like this bank if the cue ball's going right into the 10, but I feel like he's just barely going to graze the 10, and a lot of bad things can happen.
Yeah, he's got to be very, very careful here.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, almost like you can't take a chance on.
I think
Looks like he's trying to go into the 10.
Well, that was a good shot.
So Dennis got a shot on the bank on the 4 now.
Yeah, he was feeling pretty good after making that kick shots. That was probably, even though it was like a little bit of a tough shot, that's probably why he went ahead and.
See, this is telling though, because he just had a chance to run some balls, and he got 3 balls.
Yeah, look, now he left him a bank. If he makes this bank, I mean.
Yeah, he could lose a game off this shot right now.
And trust me, he's probably making this bank probably like 5 out of 10. It's probably like a 50-50 shot almost. He hits these straight backs pretty good. I'm surprised he would pass up this.
I think he's going to shoot it.
I'll tell you one thing. If I'm Scott, I'd be praying to God he doesn't shoot the 4.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to see your opponent do, in my experience, is shoot. You want to see him to play safe.
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, please shoot that. I mean, there's no. What's he giving up if he shoots the 4 straight back? Cue ball's coming back here under the 9 by the side pocket. I mean, what's he going to sell out? nothing.
He's got like a perfect shot for it.
Yeah. I mean, he can roll forward like he's looking and leave him by the 10. He can draw it. I mean, the 13 and 15 aren't going.
Yeah.
I mean,
he shouldn't have any problem with the
it's like he was just like teasing him. He was just teasing him when he was looking to shoot.
Yeah, so meanwhile, Scott's over there going, what?
He was getting all excited, and then all of a sudden he's like, nah, I think I'll shoot this 4 ball.
You know what? I hate to say this. I mean, you could see it pretty good. I would have pulled the cue ball back.
I like it too because it's whenever you shoot a shot like that with draw, it's a lot easier to be more accurate when you hit that with with the draw and hit as good as a banker as this guy is.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I say he makes that shot 5 out of 10.
Maybe more than that.
Yeah,
More than that.
yeah. I mean, just all and like I said, if he draws it under the 9 or anywhere in that vicinity, he's not leaving any shot. And if he misses the ball, it should be almost hanging in his pocket.
The thing that I didn't like about the way that he hit it is if he makes it, he doesn't have another shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's not like he's playing somebody like some weak player where all he has to do is play it safe and get the ball by his pocket and the game's going to be over. I mean, anytime you're 2 guys of this caliber are playing, whenever they get a shot, they better shoot it because you may not see another shot. I mean, these balls may go. I mean, he's already. Plus, he's losing with a 3-0 deficit. I mean, when all these balls get up table.
So what do you think here, Chris, about far as playing a safe goes? Do you think he come off the 2 and try to put it over to the side rail and then underneath the 13, or
I really don't like.
A little risky?
I really don't. Yeah, it is. I really don't like getting rid of the 2 because a 2 is a good ball for you to break it, to run out with.
Yeah.
But I would really try to. I don't think there's an avenue of getting there. But if he could somehow get them back in the same area again, but I don't see a path to getting there. That's what I'd be thinking about. I don't see there's a way he could do that. I mean, if he could somehow get them back there now, Scott's in a pretty good jam. But I don't see any path to get there. I feel like it'd be too tough to go off of the 2, and obviously if you go off the 2 and leave him behind the 13, that's a great shot. But when you screw up and now you leave him the cross corner, now that you're losing.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like just roll up underneath the 13 and just knock it. Because you want to hold the cue ball right there so you can't bank the 4 ball.
Yeah,
the angle's too steep.
Kick it. He could kick it to try to make it, and the cue ball drifts up by the 2 maybe. But it's too risky. I think the risk reward isn't worth it. You know what I mean? I feel like if you shoot that 10 times, most of the time you're just going to sell out and you're not even going to make it. It's like you're just going to play to kick it out.
You see, and that's basically what I was talking about, because the main thing he doesn't want to do is to leave him a reasonable shot on the 4 ball for a cross corner.
I know if Scott had a better angle, he'd be shooting this 4 ball in his pocket and going to the 6. But I don't know if he's got the right angle to go into the 6. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, because if he had the right angle where he could go into the 6 full there, I mean, as long as the cue ball's anywhere on this side, Dennis doesn't have any shot. As long as the cue ball's anywhere on that side.
Yeah. And also now he didn't do himself any favors because he put another ball over there. I mean, if he was over in that position down up in the upper right-hand corner there, that he might have been able to play a combination on the 9, but he can't do that anymore because he put another ball over there.
Yeah, it's going to turn into a long game now.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I guarantee you that when this game's. If this game, all these balls get up table, Dennis in the back of his head's going to be saying, boy, I wish I would have just shot that 4 ball hard. Maybe I could have ran out.
Oh, look at that. Boy, he hit that beautifully.
Yeah.
Wow. But he left himself a little tough, but I think he can shoot the 3 ball, obviously, and not have to worry about leaving anything.
Of course. I mean, just going to roll the 3 in. Yeah. See, that's what I mean, though, about Dennis. Like that 4 ball, he should have just went all out and tried to make that. You know, look at now he's got to overcome a lot of obstacles to win this game.
He could make the 2 also, and it looks like I don't think the 3 passes over into the lower left-hand corner.
And he's going to slide into the 5. Maybe he somehow gets
the 9. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's got the bank on the 6 next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he could get lucky and fall on the 9 here. Well, even better, he got in.
He just nudged that 1 ball when he shoots the 3 to just move the 13 a little bit.
He's got a good angle. He's going to look at it, to float into the 1. He's got to float into it kind of thin, though, to break him up. Be pretty he should get another shot after this. Be pretty unfortunate if he doesn't.
Oh, look at that. And he trapped himself.
Yeah, like I said, he had to float into it real thin. He had to just clip the top side of it. He's got a bank here. Nothing can really go wrong unless he scratches somehow.
Well, he's got 6 now. Scored 6-0.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, man. He better bear down and win this game. Because it doesn't take much for a guy like, you can't let this guy breathe, you know? Somehow he makes 1, and then he makes 2, and then he makes 1. I mean, these balls are laying pretty bad for Dennis right now. Make sure on this kick shot, he wants to make sure he doesn't contact the 13. When he kicks this 1, he's looking to bank it like up table. I don't mind this shot that much either. He's just playing the cue ball. I feel like if you shoot it with enough speed, though, you're going to sell out the 1. If you shoot it, you have to go back and forth, like hard.
I mean, if he misses this ball and he leaves him a shot, he's really, he's only got.
Well, he hit that pretty nice, though.
Yeah, look at there. Maybe he's finally starting to find his groove.
Yeah, I like that shot. I didn't know if he had the. It looked to me like it was a steeper of an angle where the cue ball is going to have a lot more.
No, that's right. He doesn't.
Yeah,
have
Dennis
any
is playing this.
He's going to play rail first.
Yeah, and he figures he may pocket the 15, even if he doesn't make it. But that would put Scott on the hill. It looks like it's going to come close to pocketing the 15 if he makes this. I could be wrong though.
It could be down. I think it's.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah. See, now he's got a ball, so
yeah,
he can. You think shoot the 13, and then if he can't break him the 6 and the 7, then he's going to go ahead and shoot the 15 and follow that in. Wouldn't you say, Chris?
I would think. Yeah, he can't get it out. There's no way he can break up the 6 here, is there? Oh wow, he tried.
Oh, see, now he just screwed himself because...
he can't scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that shot that Scott shot on the 15, I mean, I'd rather... thank God he hit it good. Let's say he doesn't hit it that good. It comes up for a bank. Let's say you leave it maybe a half inch up. Now he's going to make that 1, make that ball, bank your... You know what I mean? You would have probably been a little more safe to shoot the 1, huh? The kick the 1 and try to get it up table and float down. I thought he was going to kick rail first on the 1 earlier instead of shooting the 15 ball, Scott. He probably took a chance though because of the way the balls are laying here. That 10 and 5, 10, 9. It's a pretty bad spot for Dennis.
Now, he found himself in this situation a few games ago where he was down like 7-1 or something, and he ended up coming back and winning the game. So He's
Yeah.
certainly capable of winning, but here every shot is crucial.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was that game where he made that bank on the 1 where he carried him the 7. I think that's the game you were talking about. I don't know if he can shoot this 6 ball 2 rails or I don't know.
I think he's too.
I like just crossing the 6 over and coming straight down with the cue ball because the 7 doesn't bank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just come straight across with the 6. Without just go up and down. Well, he hit the 7, but I like this. Played it with pretty good speed. You could get lucky and get some kind of cross corner bank here if Dennis doesn't make this.
Wow.
No.
That's a straight shooter. Straight shooter.
Yeah.
But he had a free shot at it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, those shots are never really completely free though, because if it comes up, he leaves them across corner.
Mm-hmm.
But he did hit it with good speed. I think even if he would have missed it, it would have been right in front of the pocket.
So what do you think here? Does it roll the 9 in?
I like it. Yeah, being down. Yeah, you put him behind the 13. Oh. Well, he's definitely going to do something with this 9. Tell you one thing, the last thing in the world you're going to see Scott doing, I was going to say the last thing you're going to see Scott do is touch that. I would never want to move that 15 and 5 right now. That'd be the only ball that I would never want to even consider shooting. You know what I mean? Yeah, because with those balls being locked up, the guy has to do something spectacular to beat you. You know?
Yeah. Now looky here. He's giving him another shot.
Yeah, but I think it was a good shot. I mean, he's playing to lock those 3 balls up. I mean, unfortunately, he left him. I mean, but he doesn't have to make this shot.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, see? Look at, yeah, he got it. He's got a bank.
One thing about this type of shot, though, because the cloth is so new and the table is not as fast as it would be if the cloth, so you really got to hit this one pretty hard in order to get it to go cross corner.
Yeah.
You see?
He overhit it. I'm so worried about getting out of the kiss.
See, now, I also, that shot there should be a shot that you've been playing frequently, day in, day out. You're playing all the time to hit,
of course,
it like that.
Yeah, I know when I shoot a shot like that, the only thing I'm concerned about, seeing that I only need 1, I'm thinking to myself, don't scratch in the side and don't scratch in the corner.
Yeah, don't scratch.
Yeah, I meant, you know what I mean? That's the only way you can really screw this game up. I feel like that's what he was thinking maybe. That was why he overdid it so much, because he wanted to make sure he didn't come near the pocket. I know if Dennis rolls into those balls, you may see Scott kicking 2 rails at this 6, maybe.
Probably, you know. It's almost like I think you bank the 6 ball back up to the upper left-hand pocket, and somewhere up there.
I feel like Dennis has to roll into those balls and try to. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what actually.
Well, whatever he does here, if he goes into him, he's going to have to make sure that he leaves that cue ball on the rail.
Yeah.
And try to not to disturb him too much.
Yeah, but I feel like something bad can happen and there's no reward. You know, I'd rather just get rid of the 6 and there's nothing. Oh, okay, you left him to do that. I left him up.
No, that's...
I didn't like that shot really because he could have left him a 2 railer also.
Yeah.
And all those balls
that was a little risky.
Yeah, he should have. I feel like he should have did something with the 6, and then later on in the game broke those balls up. But Looks like he didn't leave him. It looks like he can cross it maybe, but nothing really good can happen here, I don't see.
You could go rail first underneath it, and spin with a left-hand spin and come up, and bank the 4 ball back over by the 6.
Yeah, that's right. I like doing that. I like coming to the back rail. Maybe you get it rolling into the 6. I know Scott would like to get both of these balls out, but I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna to do that.
Well, I think I would. I'd just shoot right straight at the 6 and knock them both out.
Yeah. The only bad thing that can happen is the cue ball gets a gold. The I don't know, is it the pink 4? The pink 4 goes right into the cue ball. That's the only bad thing I can see happening. Or I like this shot too. I think he's trying to make this ball in the back rail, and he's gonna. And they're both. If he hits it rail first, he could possibly go. Well, he got fortunate that the 6 is out of play, but I mean he could get position on the bank here. What do you think about making? I like making this 4 and playing the cue ball real hard into those 3 balls, and then maybe you get a bank on the 6 after, or maybe you don't,
I think that's a good choice.
He did it. Yeah,
Chris, you called it there, boy. That was a good call.
Yeah.
Very good call.
I mean, he didn't know exactly where he was going to run to those balls, but he figured, hey, maybe I break these balls up and maybe I get a bank on the 6 after, but that changed everything now. Now he's in a position where, if he gets a shot here and there, he could come back. He's going to go rail first, just soft. Get this on his side.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that shot, because he can bank the 9 ball 2 rails.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I don't think I'd want to see him. Is he shooting? I think he's going to shoot. I think he's going to shoot it straight back. I can't see his. I know one thing. The last thing Scott wants to do is touch that 13 and 10, because the way they're lined up right now, they're all doubled up.
I think Dennis dodged a little bit of a bullet there, because looks like he could have made the 6, or he could have made the 9 too.
Yeah. Could see Dennis maybe pass. I don't know if he's go bank this 6 ball 3 cushions maybe. Bank this 6 ball 3 cushions to his pocket and swing the cue ball around. You may fall behind the 9. It's kind of a tricky shot.
Like a long 3 railer.
Yeah. And then the cue ball is going to go, 1, 2, 3, maybe possibly behind the 9. But
that's pretty risky, because like I said, if you don't know for sure, I mean, what's going to happen here then?
Yeah, definitely.
Because let's say he shoots that 6 and, he tries to bank it a long 3 railer, and then that cue ball comes down and sits down somewhere in that area where it is right now. He's going to leave him, anyway, it's a little risky.
It is, yeah.
Maybe
there's no reward. He can't win the game.
Maybe if he was closer to the cue ball, but because of the distance, I think it prohibits him from doing that.
I think he's probably better off just to bank the 6 towards the 9 and 13. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, though. I'll be right back.
All right. hit the fuck out of here.
Split, so we got him and then 200 today, so I guess it's done for 200, and then 250 in the whole. No, I
I had no idea there was that much to this. You do a hell of a job. Yeah, Chris he'll be back in a minute, so we'll wait on Scott.
Yeah, everybody out there watching. Scott will be back. Scott will be back in a second or two. We'll get back with this match. Christian Thiel stepped away. He'll be back shortly and joined with Jeff Carter. Hope your audio and video is coming in good. We might lower the quality settings to 480p from the HD stream just so that everybody can enjoy it, because I know some people on mobile devices or poor internet connections might not be able to watch it smoothly. So we'll probably do that after this game's over. We're going to run a quick sponsor commercial. We'll be right back.
You're watching On the Rail TV. I hope you're all enjoying this match. Scott Frost versus Dennis Orcollo for $200,000, race to 41 pocket, live from the Karen Room in Beloit, Wisconsin. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors for this match: Aramis Billiard Balls, Simonis Cloth, Divany Cues, QB Custom Cues, Omega, the Alpha of Billiards, NationalBilliardAcademy.com, Outsville.com, and Fast Action Q.
All right, we're back here.
Chris, you know that two-railer you were talking about, or three-railer?
Yeah.
That's what Dennis played.
He did?
Yeah. And
Where
he,
did
he put the cue ball down on the end rail for like approximately like a cross corner.
Yeah.
Cross corner bank, but Scott couldn't shoot it because the 6-ball was sitting real close to the hole.
Yeah, I mean, he's if you see him shoot a shot like that, he's pretty accurate with the hits. So he's always going to get the cue ball on the right spot.
He hit it excellent.
Yeah,
excellently.
Yeah, anytime you're playing a good 9-ball player like this guy, they hit the ball so accurately. Usually the cue ball lines up, where they want it to.
Mm-hmm. He had the speed down on it. Very well.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was laying sort of good. A lot of times a bad thing happened, you hit the point of that shot. So how long you been coming out here to the Karen Room? It's one of my favorite places.
I'm from Beloit.
Yeah. Oh, originally?
Yeah, I was born.
Yeah, I saw some of the
I was born in Janesville, but I grew up in this pool room when it was over a few blocks from here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew Dave from way back in the day. I used to play him at Harold's back when I was like, it had to be like 20 years ago when I was like 17, 18.
I don't live in Beloit anymore. I live about 20 miles from here in a little town called Delavan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he runs a nice place here. I think for a guy that runs a pool hall, I think he runs a pool hall better than anybody.
He does a lot of
for the players, right?
The only thing I wish he would do is have some big table tournaments here. When he has one of the big bar table tournaments, where he's adding 10,000, he should have like a one-pocket tournament here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it'd be cool to do something a little different. A lot of guys from the city would probably come out.
You see, Scott is definitely It doesn't look to me like he's
He's in a little bit of a funk, you could say.
Yeah, he should be playing a little bit better than what he's playing for the enormity of this match.
Yeah, exactly. How do you like hitting that shot when you got ball in hand on the spot shot? You like it? Is there any specific way, the easiest way to make it? You think? I know you've been around pool longer than just about anybody.
Well, you're supposed to be up there when you're shooting spot shots. You're not supposed to be guessing.
Yeah.
And see, that's the one thing about.
I think it's easier to be more accurate though when you draw it like that and when you kill.
I think you just hit it pockets. Just a nice smooth stroke. I mean, you can draw it if you want, but there's really no need to draw it. Just.
Like I saw he loaded it up with all that English. I feel like when you put all that English on it,
It makes the shot harder.
Yeah.
It makes the shot like he hit that with low right, so he's trying to spin over to the side rail,
Yeah.
and
I feel like it's easier to make it when you just play the cue ball that go 2 rails like up table.
Yeah.
Just like a center ball sort of.
just a nice smooth follow shot. Just make the ball, But
Yeah.
you're supposed to be able to, at this caliber, you're supposed to be able to make it no matter what kind of spin you put on it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know.
But you shouldn't you shouldn't put needless spin on the cue ball.
I agree. Yeah, that's one thing I've learned in the last 6, 7, 8 years, that a lot of times when you're trying to pocket a ball, the worst thing you do is load it up with a lot of spin. Makes then you got to judge for the curve of the ball, and a lot of bad things can happen.
Jet.
Of course, I used to play him all the time.
Well, Jet and I became pretty good friends. He was a funny guy.
I actually learned a lot playing in banks with him.
Well, I play him. Every now and then I play him some one pocket. We just goof around playing cheap and stuff like that. And he's always spinning the ball. I said, Jet, you need to stop spinning that ball so much because you're losing your accuracy because of it.
Yeah,
and he did. He toned it down quite a bit.
Yeah, I learned that one time. I was there at Red Shoes. I played John Brumback. We played like some small session banks and one pocket and stuff. And I was watching him play banks, and I never saw him put any English on the ball. And he would turn the balls and everything just by the angle. I feel like anytime you see a real good banker, you don't even see him use a lot of English. You just see him the way they cut the ball. That's the way they turn it or whatever.
Well, as like the top players, there never goes back to that. They're never doing anything they don't need to do.
Exactly.
People that are just starting, it doesn't make a difference if you're talking about pool or whatever. A guy gets a new job, and he's going to be
They want to do all that fancy
He's
stuff.
going to be doing things that he doesn't need to do.
Yeah, like they'll see a player where sometimes you're in a jam and you got to spin the ball or whatever. They'll say, "Oh man, you see how you call that English? I got to try doing that too."
Yeah, well, you got to be able to do it, but
only when it's necessary.
Right. Anytime you start using that, side spin and stuff like that, then you're opening the door a little bit for a little bit of unpredictability.
For sure.
That you don't have when you're playing center ball type shots. And I don't really, you have to be able to spin the ball.
Of course. But like you said, only when it's necessary. Mm-hmm. Like you got to put a guy in this position. Only way you can get there is to use English. See, like right there, you just hit that with nice, pretty good
that was
speed.
a great shot. That was a great shot. And then you see how he hit the rail probably a couple inches before the pocket, but because the cloth is new and slippery and everything like that, the pocket took the ball.
Which I think is the Scots' advantage, with the pocket being a little bit more forgiving. I think if this was like a real worn-in cloth, I think it'd be more in Dennis's favor.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because I was talking with Greg Sullivan, and because I talked with Scott one time, and Scott said, "Yeah, I beat Efren," and he beat Efren.
I was there. I watched.
You watched it.
Yeah, I was there in Arizona.
Greg said that table was really tight pocket table.
Yeah, it was. It was, but it was sort of like this. It was a new cloth.
Was it?
Yeah. It was exactly. Actually, it was even newer than this. This one's worn in a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like this guy shoots so good. Dennis, I feel like it's better for Scott that the pockets are a little bit more forgiving. When you play a guy like this on like real tough equipment, it's not going to even phase him. I mean, it's going to phase him a little bit, but not as much as, Scott. I mean, Scott shoots real good, but not quite as good as Dennis.
Well, I remember a few years ago I went down to Cape Girardeau and I played Eric Durbin down there. And the first day, we're playing on a table that the pockets are all gaffed up tight and the cloth is worn out and stuff, and I could not get in stroke
Yeah.
on it. And so the first day he beat me,
Wow, look at this shot.
and then, he scratched.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, that was a great shot.
Yeah.
And so then I lost the first day, and then I went and played in the bar table tournament in Burlington, Iowa, at Whitey Walker's place.
Probably never missed a shot.
Well, I got in stroke. I lost my.
No, I know
first-
what you're saying. You can't get in that rhythm.
Yeah.
Where you're confident. Like,
Yeah.
when you get in that rhythm, it's like you get a tough shot. You're like, I know I'm going to do this, and bam, you just do it. And then when you're out of that rhythm, it's like, wow,
Yeah.
this is so hard.
Those bar tables allowed me to get in stroke. And
Yeah.
then I went back and played them, and then I beat them.
Yeah. And I tried to jiggle something loose. Yeah, but like I said, it's a lot to do with confidence. I mean, sometimes it's like such a psychological game. Like, I mean, sometimes when you're real confident, even if you get something tough, you're like, I can do this. This is easy. And then other days, it seems like everything looks like it's hard.
Joe, yours up.
I also recover tables, and I've always got these people that I recover the table. I want the pockets tighter. I want the pockets tighter. And they play, and they're just so close. I said, no. I said, you can get anything you want. I said, but I don't think that playing on a tight pocket table is going to help you.
Yeah, of course.
Look at here. See, now this is, he had an open table there, and he gets,
Yeah, the first shot, he got out of line.
Yeah, the first shot, yeah. And then the table's so fast there, he's trying to kill that ball, and
I think he was trying to go into the 15, possibly, but yeah. Yeah, his mistake there was not getting on the first shot. He had a little bit of an angle.
and he's done it quite frequently too. It looks like when he should be running some balls, and then and doesn't.
Yeah.
So it looks to me like almost a little bit like he's out of stroke.
Nothing, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yours up.
A little bit. Yeah, I know every game's a big game, but this is I feel like this is a pretty big game. I mean, it's either going to be a 6-1 deficit or 5-2. I mean, 5-2. I feel like get fortunate win the next game or two, anything can happen.
We've been playing for 3 hours.
Yeah, they finished 6 games so far. It's pretty quick.
It's like a half hour each game.
Yeah.
But the first game went an hour.
Yeah. I came and walked in a little bit late. I don't know what he's got here.
And I think Dennis got a little bit lucky here because he wasn't trying to put the cue ball where it is right now. He was trying to put it on the other side of that. What was that? The 14 ball. Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that
He
what
was
that
trying
is?
to snooker him behind it. I don't know what he's going to do here.
And so now because he's jacked up over the ball.
Yeah.
If he's going to shoot at the 5 or whatever.
It's a little bit of a funny spot he's in here. He looks like he's going to try to masse and get the 7. I mean, it's just...
That was a good shot.
That was a good shot, yeah.
He didn't sell out, all
No.
right? But he also really couldn't do anything defensively there. And so now Dennis, it's like, what's he going to do? Is he going to shoot at the 8, try to follow the 8 straight on and put the cue ball on the...
I like that. Yeah, I like that. If you could somehow get him down there under the 2, he's in a real jam. But, I mean, it's not easy to get there, obviously. That'd be the ideal spot to get right in the pocket there, where you're blind. The 2's covering up everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not easy to float down there. He could get down there actually though if he comes off of the 10. How about if he comes off of this 10 that's in the middle in the back rail?
Oh yeah,
If
yeah.
he comes off of the 10,
Yeah.
now it's
Yeah.
easy to get there.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if he sees that. That's got to be the shot, right?
So now what's he trying to do? He's going to go off the 5 and
I
put
don't.
the
I don't like any of this. I mean, you're getting the ball.
Well, it's only a good shot if he executes. And the last time he shot it, he
but
almost
I
went
like-
too far.
Yeah. But now you're getting a ball up table. Now look, you let him see the 7. Okay, we didn't let him see the 7. But
Well, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
I mean, the touch on that was extraordinary.
yeah, it was. But I feel like a lot of better things could have happened for him if he.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there, Chris. You know, it'd be nice if whenever you get up and play that you could see every possibility.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I know what you mean. Sometimes I've done it myself. Sometimes you get locked in on something and you just don't look at everything. I've done it a lot of times myself. I don't know if he left him at 7 or. No, I don't think so. It's pretty close.
He really can't do anything with the cue ball on it, too. He'd almost
he-
like have to shoot a slight masse
Yeah.
on it. So
Yeah, he can't do anything with it.
so then you look over there at that 5 ball, all right, and that's where he's looking right now. And can he hide the cue ball behind those
Yeah.
8 and the 6 so he can't hit the 4 or the 7?
Yeah, if he could nip the 11 and he'd park him behind the 5, I don't know how much of it he can see. That's what he'd like to do. Just nip the 11 and freeze him on the 5. But yeah, it's an important shot what he does here. I mean, he doesn't want to let him see the 7 ball. Whatever he does here, he doesn't want him to see the 7 or the 4.
Could put him right behind the 11 ball, too.
Yeah, I think he's going to go behind the 5 off the 11, but we'll see. Oh. That was not good. Well, he better.
So he was a little bit he's trying to slow roll there a little
Yeah.
bit, you know, and
He's trying to-
sometimes, you know, it only takes the cue ball to roll off just a hair
Of
for
course.
you to not get what you wanted.
No, without a doubt.
He almost, if he would have been playing on a worn out, he would have missed that ball.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's right.
You know, it's like these balls, these
I
arrows.
wonder what he's going to do here. Is he going to either better get a combination here, or you just straight in?
I think play for the combination.
Yeah, I think that's what I like too, because then you got the. No, I think he's going to draw this into the stripe and stop the cue ball for the bank next.
On the floor, yeah.
Yeah. I like your shot better. Though. I don't know. I like following on the combination better. But we'll see. See what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can. I don't think he can get on the 13 here. If he twists it back there, maybe he skims off of it. Oh, okay, yeah, he
plenty of room.
could. He could, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to tell from here. Sometimes you can't see.
And he's gonna have to play for a bank on the floor.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that'll be his game ball. He needs 2 from here.
See, now Dennis is giving him a little air.
Do you get the? He can cross it, I guess.
Don, your Italian sausage is up?
Oh, he's straight in. Well, that was a nice comeback. He's got to be feeling a lot better
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
5-2, and it's his break now.
He's waking up a little.
Yeah.
Now it's time.
and he got a little bit of a better break. Well, it's not a
That's not bad.
break.
But you know, when I watch, whenever I watch sports, either pool matches or sports on TV, I always watch people's attitude.
Yeah.
You know, and when you stop and think about it, like I like to watch boxing. Boxing is the same mentality as pool.
Yeah.
Because it's a one-on-one type of
course.
deal.
Like their demeanor, sort of, like their
Yeah,
attitude.
well, you know, and it's like when you box, you got two guys. They both have equal skills. Well, what's going to decide who wins? Who's got the most heart? That's
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
Yeah. Yeah, who's the guy that doesn't like give up? You know
Yeah.
what I mean, even
Yeah.
when you got to overcome adversities or whatever.
So you
know?
can take a guy, you know, that they're pretty close, but one guy plays just a little bit better than the other, but the other guy's got a little bit more heart than the better player, and so that heart is going to probably be the deciding factor in it.
Yeah.
So, but I like to watch attitude, you know, and see how people respond when things aren't going well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot like that in golf. I think golf and pool are a little bit similar, sort of.
Tennis too.
Tennis?
Tennis and boxing, because they're both, you know, when you're playing golf, you're playing against a course.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's one-on-one. I don't know if he got a rail there.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he got it. Yeah. He
It's funny how this game goes because things are looking bleak. They were looking really bleak for Scott just a little while ago, and now they're looking so much better.
I'm thinking he may bank this 4 into the pack and try to make something happen, but I don't know. We'll see.
That's definitely.
Or he could bank the 14 ball and come 3 cushions with the cue ball, but it's kind of steep of it. It's a pretty steep angle. I don't think he's going to see him shooting that. It looks like that 8's lined up. If he hits this 4 ball into the 13, the 8 may go rolling towards his pocket.
Yeah.
Then the 1, but he's got the 1 ball there to block the bank in case in case he somehow leaves him a bank. It's gonna. Yeah, I like this shot though.
I do too. So the main thing here is what he's going to do with the cue ball. So
Yeah.
what's going to happen to the cue ball?
I like banking into the 13 and maybe coming up on the first diamond on the long rail with the cue ball.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get unfortunate and leave a bank, but like I said, the way where the 1 ball's laying, it's going to block most of the banks.
I don't. Yeah, it's hard to say what's going to happen here, because usually when you're playing one pocket, the sellout shot is leaving a bank.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, he was just playing the nip it. He was playing the nip it right off of the 8.
Yeah, and if he would have gotten the ball over by his hole a little bit closer,
Yeah. I
that
mean,
would have been.
if he just nips that 8, it's probably gonna
Yeah.
come right by his pocket. That was a pretty good shot.
Well, I think he recognized the danger of doing, banking the
Exactly.
floor into the rack
Opening up the rack and selling out a bank.
and selling out a bank.
Yeah, that was a smart shot. Looks like he's gonna play for this 2 ball to get somehow. I don't know. It looks like it's got the angle where it's going into the 1, but he's thinking of where the cue ball's gonna land.
Well, and banking that 14 back to his pocket on the lower left-hand side and putting that cue ball down on the end rail.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad shot either.
No, because he, as long as he gets it close to his hole.
Only bad thing is though, somehow you leave him some kind of shot where he could bank it into the rack, and it's not good. The 14.
So he's going to try to knock that.
I like this. If he can get the cue ball like right under the 9, the 2 ball may roll into the 1. Somehow you may get lucky, and the 1 rolls by your pocket. But he's gonna.
Is he trying to go 3 rails, or just going to
I think he's just gonna get on the back rail. I think he's just playing to get on the back rail. Oh no, he did play 3 cushions.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
he made it. Oh man, he almost got rewarded.
It didn't look like he was, when he shot it, it looked like he was just going to hold the cue
Didn't
ball
it?
down there.
That's exactly what I thought.
And then I think when he hit it, he ended up putting a little bit of left-hand spin on it.
Yeah, well, it
But
looked like when he was stroking, he was going to hit it low, and then at the last second, he went top.
Yeah.
Because obviously, he hit that with high inside, a touch of inside English.
I'll tell you who's hard to watch and we can't figure out what they're going to do with the cue ball is Bustamante. Because he'll be cueing way off to the side, like a half inch away from, an inch or so away from the cue ball on his practice swings, and then on his final swing, he comes in and hits the ball where he wants it.
Yeah, I just watched him play Tony Shohan in Vegas like 7 or 8 months ago. Yeah, he played great. Tony played real great. He played great. I mean, it was like a neck and neck match. I think he won it was a race to 21, but it was win by 2. I think he wound up beating him 22-20.
Bustamante.
Yeah, Bustamante did. And every day Tony was ahead in the match because it was like a race. Yeah, I think it was like a 3-day match.
It's nice to see the challenge matches, but it's also an indication that it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere other than these challenge matches.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Bustamante, man, I mean, in that match, he shot so good. I was pretty impressed how straight he shot. A lot of the.
Oh, he's a great player. He's a great player, but when you watch him cue the ball, it's like
with that wind up, with that twirl, it's like it's going around. Right?
That's a pretty good shot there because he left him jacked up over the 9 ball.
I'm guessing he's gonna nick. He's gonna be looking to nick the 10 or the 13 and freeze him in the stack. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I know one thing. The best thing he could do is, I don't know if he's got the angle to do that. If he can just nip the 13 ball and come back right into the stack, he's in it.
Well, I think because he's jacked up over the he's gonna kick into the rack here.
Yeah, it's not a bad shot. I like this shot. May just think, he's taking a scratch. I like that. I think that was a good shot. I think it was definitely worth it.
Sometimes taking a scratch like that, the problem here is that Dennis can't get the cue ball, or is going to have a very hard time getting the cue ball back to where it was.
Yeah, but you know what he's going to do? He's going to kick at the 9 real soft, figuring if he doesn't hit it, it's going to be a scratch, but maybe he gets lucky and he just nips it.
Yeah.
You know? I think that's the shot.
I do too.
Kick at the 9. But it does make it a lot tougher when you're elevated like that. You know, it's harder to judge the speed when you're elevated.
The other thing here, I mean, he could do that, or he could put the cue ball down on the end rail, let Scott shoot at the 9.
Nah, I like this better, because maybe you get a good hit, and oh wow, he really must. He hit, like I said, being elevated, it costed him being elevated.
Yeah, it went a little bit longer than what he anticipated.
Yeah, when you're elevated like that, you get a little bit of squirt on the cue ball sometimes.
One thing about this rubber, this is an Artemis rubber, and when you shoot softly, the ball goes really longer than, like, say, on a Gold Crown. And then when you shoot hard, it shortens up even more than what it does.
Yeah. Well, he made that. Killed the cue ball pretty nice there.
Yeah, see, I don't, that's what I'm saying. I might have gone and just let it roll and put it right up on the end rail, up in the upper right-hand pocket, let him shoot the 9. If he misses it,
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
I didn't like that shot at all. And anyway, if he does anything, he's got to make sure he plays it short.
I don't know if is he gonna break the rack here?
I don't think so. I think that he's going to come off and then use the 10.
Yeah.
Because he gains nothing. I mean, the cue ball's gonna stick there.
Well, if he nips the 13 kind of thin, maybe the 15 ball comes out somehow. Yeah.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, that was
a great shot.
That took some knowledge there, knowing the.
Yeah.
He knew how those balls.
He hit in the right spot.
Yeah, he knew how those balls were going to react. That's from playing a lot of one pocket. He's seen a lot of those shots come up like that.
Straight pull too.
Yeah, I was going to say straight pull. Yeah, straight pull also. That 10 passes, he may.
I think it does.
Yeah. That was a nice shot.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a fall in the 10. I'm guessing he's looking at like the way he's looking. It's looking like the 10 doesn't go either. Or maybe he's just.
I think it does. I think it goes.
Maybe he's just looking at those other balls in case he falls short. Well, you know, if I fall short, am I going to have something else?
The combination of 13 or the 13-2.
Yeah. He's probably going to make this and play for the bank on the 6 next, if I had to guess. It's got a. Nothing can go wrong.
The momentum in this match is definitely switched.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Scott's got to be feeling a lot better now.
Scott needs 1.
I used to really enjoy those things. I'm sure I still would have had time.
It's like he's gonna make this and just float down by the 2. The only bad thing I could see happen here is somehow you catch the 3 and the cue ball slides off the 3 and goes right in the pocket. He's gonna hit this with a nice center ball.
No, he's gonna spin this. He spun it right out of the hole.
Well, he didn't. I know one thing. If this bank goes, he's definitely shooting it. That's all I can tell you.
Well, he owed 1. Okay, so he needs 2.
You don't write a lot of commercials. You write some restaurants.
So now, this once.
It's like he's going to get them both out of here, I think, and stop the cue ball in the back rail.
Yeah, the one thing that even though he's ahead in the match in this rack, he's got to be careful because all the balls are down at this end.
But right here, the 2 balls going to go into all those balls. He may. Oh, okay, he's not going to do it. He must not have the right angle.
Yeah, he's given up a little bit of a shot to Dennis Bank.
Yeah. Yeah, he could get lucky in this, make this 3 here, maybe, or it could pass the 3, maybe. I don't think it can go in.
The main thing he's got to do here is make sure he puts that cue ball up on the end rail.
Yeah. I feel like though, for him to get the cue ball on the back rail, he's got to hit it with such a speed, nothing's gonna like drift towards his pocket. Can't bank the 2 either, huh? The 2 must not pass the 13. Yeah, it's definitely big to get on the back rail here. Yeah, it was going right in if you would have.
Yeah, so.
If the 14 wasn't there, it was going right in.
This guy's got to be careful here.
He could bank the 7 and leave him right there, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he wants to do that.
Well, it looks like the angle is a little bit too long for that.
Yeah.
You know, that he would.
Could come off the.
Hard to tell.
You know what an interesting shot is here? You could come off the 13 with a little bit of inside, and then the cue ball, kicks the 3 out.
Yeah.
Could do that, but he's got a lot of distance. It's not easy to be accurate with that shot, but. Or or you could try to hit them all out of there. Hit the 13 into the 14, 14 into the three, and scatter everything out of there. That's not a bad.
Maybe knock a few balls up at the other end
Yeah.
of the table.
Yeah, I mean, they got the angle where, I mean, the only bad thing that happened is the 14 and 3 kiss, and somehow they stay there.
You know, I kind of like your shot, though.
Huh?
Chris coming off the 13 and then...
With inside? Yeah. Yeah, because the 13's going to, go like boom, boom, and maybe you get the 3 out of play.
You're just going to... Yeah. No.
I don't know if
He's got to be careful here because that 2-13 looks like you might be able to play a billiard off the 2.
Yeah. Maybe go for the kick combination here. If it's laying pretty dead, he's going to shoot it as good as he kicks. But no, I guess he's not. He's gonna bank it 2 rails on his side and park him right behind. Scott will be in a jam if he's frozen to this 2 ball. We'll see.
So he played the right shot, and it's also a shot that he could shoot over and over and over again and know what the results are going to be.
Yeah, I guarantee you this is going to be like a tip-tap match.
Beat 3 balls and straight.
Yeah, if I had to guess, Dennis is going to do the same thing Scott just did. They may do the same shot like 6 or 7 times in a row while somebody gets pinned under the ball somehow.
Well, that's to see if their cue ball's frozen. No, he can just shoot through the 2 ball and put the cue ball right over. Grady Matthews showed me that shot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when you're playing safeties like that, you want to try to freeze the cue ball up on the optic ball, and then you can shoot through it. And you can control the cue ball.
I see. Oh, he was trying to. Ooh, he was trying to freeze him on that 7 or the 6.
Yeah.
Now he's got. I feel like now he's got a. I don't know if he could do my shot now. I don't know.
As I said earlier, the danger here is that if he makes a mistake here, there's 8 balls sitting down at this end of the table.
Yeah, for sure.
And
that's a loss of game.
And they're all close to Dennis's hole.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful what he does here.
If you can, the 2 ball possible bank.
He's looking at the bank on the 7. Like I was saying before.
Now it's sitting better than what it was before, so he could possibly just stop the cue ball right there.
Yeah.
But then if he makes it, what's he going to do then? So Dennis.
You may see him go for this 3-ball combination here. 7, 9, 14. But he doesn't have a whole pocket. I think that 3-ball is a little bit in the way where he can't hit it real bad. I don't know. He's going to shoot it something towards his pocket, though. I guarantee you that. He could play the 1. He could play the 1-13 combination, and the cue ball goes under the 3 and kicks the 3 up. And even if he misses, nothing goes wrong.
I think I don't know what he's going to do here.
It's hard. We can't see from his perspective, so it's hard to say.
I mean, is it possible play the 6 into the rail and kiss off the
He's going to shoot what I said. I think he's got the angle where he's going to come right under the 3 and stop the cue ball right there.
Oh, look at that. Now, things aren't looking good for Scott on this.
No. I don't know what he's going to do here. Yeah, he's in a little bit of a jam here.
Their buddy that opened up a pool here was Steve Pete.
Well, he did. I don't know if he's going to shoot this for a 3-ball combination. I don't know. It's a lot of distance. It's not even.
How straight do you shoot?
Yeah. What happens even if you make it? I guess even if you make it, then you got the 9-14 next.
Yes, the 9-14 combination. He's also, as far as going off that 7 ball, off the top of the 7 and knocking the 7 back up and then float the cue ball down underneath the 2 ball. Whether or not that's possible, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he can shoot this 13-3 3-ball combination. I don't think that would be good.
It's only a good shot if you make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Game over. To miss it, for sure.
There are some shots like that, you know.
And he's got such a good position. He'd hate to. I mean, even though he's down 5-0, if he can somehow put him in a. I know he was thinking about going off the 7 and trying to leave him under the 2, but it's laying kind of funny.
Or he could go off the 6.
Yeah, and float down. He just doesn't. Whatever he does, he doesn't want to let him see that 13-3. Looks like he's got sort of a funny angle. It looks like it may kiss if he goes off the 7. Like when the cue ball comes off this long rail, it may kiss him. I know. How about shooting the 5 rail first, head on? It's not that bad. I don't know. Rail first and then make the combination.
Yeah, and then the cue ball kisses off and comes over you.
No. Like if you stop it right there, then you got the 13 next. Because it's going to go rail first, making the combination, then those balls scatter out, and then you got the 13 next. But that's kind of risky.
Yeah, it is risky. That's not a shot that I would expect you to shoot, Chris.
Well, being down 5-0, I may take a chance. I know one thing: if he was another inch or 2 up the rail, he was going to be shooting at something. He would have been trying to make something. Looks like he's going to play the 1. Try to get the 1 somewhere around by where the 7 is.
Straight follow shot.
Yeah, he just wants to make sure that he gets on the end rail.
So it almost looks like can he go rail first, past the 13 and play the 3, or what?
What would be that?
What's that pink ball? What is it?
That's the 5 by the side pocket.
The striped one.
I think it's the 13 ball.
And then
Or no, it's the 12. It's the 12.
Now, that's what I'm saying. You can't.
Yeah, I know. The colors are a little bit different. Wouldn't be a bad shot here to go 2 cushions and lock them right in between the 1 and the 7, taking a foul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just pretend like you're trying to kick the 7 2 cushions, and
That's a good shot.
And maybe if you hit it a little bit too hard, even if you hit the 7, the cue ball's gonna stop right there. You'll have them froze on the 1.
See, and the thinking behind that, Chris, I like it. You're taking a scratch here, and say you put the cue ball behind the 1 and the 7. And then now the problem there is that he's either going to lag the cue ball back to where it was for the most part, or he's going to do something different. So now you get a different look than what you got now.
Yeah, because I mean you're
by
losing
taking a scratch.
Yeah, you're losing 5-0, and what's the matter if you have to make 1 more? I mean, he's got such a strong position. It's worth it to take a scratch here. Usually against top players you don't take a scratch very often, but I feel like this is one of the few spots where it would be worth it. Because you're already down 5-0. What's it matter if it's 6? No, he didn't even take the scratch there. He elected to do that.
Yeah, and that's just as good.
Yeah, I would have rather took the scratch. If you got him froze with those balls, he's done. I mean, now he can try to do something. Yeah, see, See the difference? I mean, if he takes a scratch there, he's
Yeah,
Huh?
you can't do that.
he's dead. And what's it matter if you need 8 or if you need 9 when you're already losing 5-0? You know. But I do agree though. A lot of times when you see players of this caliber playing, it's rarely worth it to take a scratch because they can get just about out of any jam, you know. But I feel like that would have been one of the few instances where it would have been worth it.
It was a little bit more predictable about what was going to happen to the cue ball.
Yeah.
By taking that scratch.
Yeah, of course.
Whereas when he didn't really turn it loose, but yet on the other hand, you know, it wasn't exactly what he wanted to do, and then he ended up paying for it.
Yeah, because he didn't block him. He didn't.
It was a good shot. But he was trying to stick him up on the 1, and now he can shoot the 13 and pull it. Whether or not he wants to do that, I don't know.
He'd like to get him behind the 14 somehow, but we'll see what he does. He may draw it back to the short rail and long rail and get him behind the 14. And get this. Oh, he went that way. Wow, that was. I almost hit it real good. At least he got another ball by his pocket.
What do you think here, Chris, about rolling up on the 3 ball?
I could do that, and the best shot would be to shoot the 3 ball and freeze into the 13. But I don't really. It looks like he's going for this bank. I don't know if this bank goes, but I mean, man, this is real risky. I mean, if this cue ball leaks up a little too high, he's going to sell out the bank. And if this ball goes, he could get on the 1. He could get out. He makes it. I can't. It's hard to tell how far up it is, what kind of angle he has. Now, obviously, if he's got a good shot at it, he should shoot it. I mean, he could win the game with this shot if he makes it. Yeah, Scott's got to be feeling pretty fortunate that he didn't get behind those balls. If he got behind those balls, it could have really been a disaster. I feel like these balls are all going to be up table pretty soon. Another 5 or 6 shots. Nothing he can really do if he sends the 1 up table, and then Scott's going to do something. Get rid of it.
What do you think about just sticking the cue ball on the 7?
It's not that bad, but
just like that.
Yeah, but he made it too, and that's even better, and it keeps it down there.
Yeah.
But now he's just going to nip it and come to the back rail. Nip the 7.
Well, yeah, I know we could do that, but my point was you could cut off any kind of offensive shot on that.
But I feel like, I feel like in another 5 or 6 shots, everything's going to be up table. One guy's going to shoot 1 ball, and before you know it, they're all going to be up there. There's nothing you can really do to stop it either. Obviously, Dennis doesn't want the balls up table, but it's like that's just nothing he can do to avoid it.
Like this shot right here, he can shoot this 7 ball straight up towards a 3 and follow it.
Yeah, I agree. And then block him double him up on the 114. It looks like he underhit it. I can't. Yeah,
that was lame.
Yeah,
excuse me.
He made him pay for it.
The guy, you remember that blue that Davis? The guy said, or the green one? South and South? Well, he sold it to me and he said he was he didn't tell you he's buying that? He didn't pick me yet. I traded in on someone else.
Nice shot.
Very
Making
nice
a comeback. 3 in a row for the freezer.
The freezer. Showing some heart.